And what an afternoon we have in store. We are live at the Amerant Bank Arena in beautiful Sunrise, Florida. And man, are we going to have some fun this afternoon. We can talk about the ugly Heat loss from last night, which we were just discussing off the air. We'll talk some Florida Panthers. That's why we're here. They're back home after a little road trip, and the Washington Capitals are in town. We're going to talk McRib sandwiches because Crowder and Solana and I and Josh Appel, who will be with us in the 3 o'clock hour here, we all stopped before the broadcast today. There's that McDonald's on 136 and Sunrise, and we had a little McRib meetup before the show, and I call it meetup, M-E-A-T. McRib meet up.
You shouldn't call it that.
And we'll talk about that throughout the show today.
A lot of those in college.
As delicious as you would imagine, man. As delicious as you would imagine. Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Gino Torretta is going to join us here in the 2 o'clock hour. Josh Appel will be on site with us. Doug Plagans will be on site with us. And Rob Pizzola will join us from Toronto this afternoon as well. We haven't spoken to Pizzola since the Blue Jays were ousted in the World Series in a heartbreaking fashion, if you're a Blue Jays fan, and he was there.
He looked sad on social media.
He was sad.
Yeah.
So we will talk with him. We've got another $50 gift card to give away for Twin Peaks. Eat, drink, watch sports at Twin Peaks. Sometime before 6 o'clock, we will give away a $50 gift card. Today at the radio station was the Potluck. I am sad that we missed it. We've gone every year. I always get a good couple of segments out of talking about what people brought, but we weren't there today, so we did our own little potluck at McDonald's with the McRibs. Jimmy, you were there at the potluck. How did it go?
It went great.
Yeah?
There was pies. There was,
I love a pie.
The pumpkin swirls that I bought.
Yeah, those were good last year.
Arroz con pollo, I brought that too.
Your mom made that?
Yes.
And it was good?
Delicious.
What else was there? Anything that was off? Like the stuff that I might notice. Did you notice any of the stuff that I might notice?
Wings. There were
wings as well. I think wings are appropriate.
Yeah, for the fun.
What did you bring last year, Solana? You brought the mashed potatoes
boxed.
I think that was 2 years ago.
You brought something cutesy last year. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
What did he bring last year?
He brought KFC.
That's right. You brought KFC.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the fried chicken. I think that was me.
And then what'd you bring, Crowd? Did you bring sushi or stone crab? Or
Stone crab.
Stone crab. Man, I brought Yoo-hoo.
Right. Talk about QT. Bucket of KFC chicken. Everybody would enjoy that. Yoo-hoo, the only one who enjoyed it was Hoch.
No one ate the bucket of chicken. What are you talking about?
Well, I did. I took it home.
I had a thigh.
Yeah.
And disrespect fried chicken like that.
We missed the potluck, but we had our own. Fantasy football reports on WQAM are sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. Distilled 6 times till it's just right. Tito's is known for great vodka, giving back, and doing good for dogs. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. Couple notes. A.J. Brown, I don't know if you saw this, on a live stream playing Madden, said, if you got me on fantasy, get rid of me. So he doesn't care about the record that they have. He doesn't care if they're a good football team, bad football team. He's not getting enough targets. He's not getting enough receptions, yards. He has made it clear this season that he is not happy.
Did you hear him try to clean it up?
No.
He tried to clean it up. I watched the clip because I almost took it as like he's giving inside information, like I'm not getting targets. He's pissed, like you said.
He's pissed.
He said, and it's still an arrogant way to say it, kind of like the offense can't get bailed out by the defense. so I need to get the ball. Like, if our offense is going to run, it has to run through me, which
I mean, it's a
agree.
receiver's mentality, first of all. I don't care
agree.
who the receiver is. That's the mentality.
You think Jerry Rice was like, yeah, one target a game, I'm fine.
As long as we're winning, I'm good.
Come
like,
on,
it
man.
just doesn't work that way.
It has to be what Cristobal's receivers feel like right now, because essentially what the Eagles are doing, their play style is similar to how the Hurricanes are trying to win games, which is just, hey, we'll beat you up in the trenches. We'll play this game longer than you can. And on the meantime, you've got two really good receivers on the outside saying, throw me the football. Just throw it to me. Let us go make plays.
Is anybody else feeling something from the McRib? I'm starting to feel something.
Yeah, a little indigestion.
I'm feeling something.
In your stomach, right?
Yeah, not on the positive tip, though. That's what I'm saying. Are you guys
No.
feeling like a burst of energy or something? I'm feeling a burst of energy.
I'm feeling sick. I washed it down with a chicken sandwich and a burger. Cover it up in my stomach.
Jamie Eisenberg from CBS Sports has Tua as a possible fantasy sleeper for Sunday morning. He says Tua has scored more than 20 fantasy points just once in his past 5 outings. But this matchup against Washington in Madrid is amazing. The Commanders are number 4 in most fantasy points allowed to opposing quarterbacks, and only Russell Wilson in week 1 failed to score at least 19.5 points against this defense. The past 4 quarterbacks against Washington have scored at least 28.9 fantasy points, including Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, Sam Darnold, and Jared Goff. And hopefully Tagovailoa will follow suit. And Jamie writes he's worth using as a low-end starter in all 1-quarterback leagues for week 11.
Yeah.
So,
Not Jamie. I heard it from the most esteemed, intelligent football mind in the universe, in Josh Appel.
Oh, Josh Appel got Tua on the
No, he told us he was like
on the start list.
He said the Commander's secondary
so
was
banged
terrible.
Yeah.
Before they were banged up, they were
Yeah.
terrible. Now your 5th and 6th stringers are starting. Tua doesn't go off. It's a shame.
We have a ton to get to. We are at the Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers hockey tonight. Let's do headlines brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Speaking of the Miami Dolphins, today they practice at Atletico Madrid Stadium.
Oh, not
Spain.
Not Santiago Bernabéu.
They were not at El Santiago Bernabéu today.
That was good that you remembered that.
I got it written down.
Oh, that was impressive, man.
Bernabéu.
Bernabéu, not Adebayo.
Bernabéu.
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 Beu.
Boo.
Like B-E-A-U-T-ful. Beu.
Oh,
Bernabéu.
They were at El Metropolitano today, where Atletico Madrid plays. It's the rival of Real Madrid, at least in the city of Madrid. Mike McDaniel took a picture with manager Diego Simeone, both kind of wacky individuals. And today we found out who took the Papa shot out of the team's locker room.
Oh, I saw this. You want to guess?
Who took the Papa shot out?
Yeah, so they had a Papa shot in the Dolphins locker room, and it was removed, and then they won, right? It wasn't this week. It was the previous week.
No, it was leading up to the Buffalo week. They took the Papa shot out.
You want to guess who was man enough to remove the Papa shot?
Who? Jordan Brooks.
Boom.
Nailed it.
Bingo.
He's the only one that's serious on the entire team.
Yep.
You nailed it.
The only one.
Everybody else is just football playing. He's playing football.
Marcel Louis Jacques tweeted, Dolphins running back Devon Achane revealed that Jordan Brooks is the one who took the Papa shot out of the team's locker room last week. Players have gone through half a dozen rims on that Papa shot. And Marcel says, when I asked KJ Britt a few weeks ago how they keep breaking rims, he joked that they got 2 million shots a day up on that thing, which I'm guessing is what was pissing off Jordan Brooks because every time he looked. And then Marcel Louis Jacques says, when asked about the Papa shot today, Brooks said no comment.
Yeah, Brooks unplayed. I saw Cunha interviewed him. Very uncomfortable.
His business.
Hawk, straight. You know, Cunha was trying to lighten him up and all.
Yep.
He didn't smile the whole interview.
Business.
Now he is here to play football.
Stand on business.
Yes, anybody get paid.
They asked him last week about it. He said no comment.
Yeah.
That's it. No comment.
I'm not playing with y'all about a Papa shot. I need to make tackles. I was
Tired of walking in here seeing y'all play Papa shot.
I was totally different. I couldn't play Papa Shot because I was hungover.
Papa Shot's my game. You know that.
Huck, I've whooped your ass.
No, you have not.
Huck, why do you forget every time I whoop you?
Because you pretend like I didn't just beat you, and then you wait till my arms are jelly. Game 2, and then all of a sudden you forget what happened game 1.
Huck.
I'm the champion of Papa Shot in this table. I know
whooped
that.
you in Mobile, Alabama, at SEC Media Day.
I had
whooped you
just
at Davis
had
Bus.
my fingers shook by Nick Saban that day. I don't know if you recall, but my whole arm was thrown off by that interaction.
I think my wife beat you.
She did, but again, I had played like 4 or 5 games. My arms were jelly at that point.
You're like the Bradley Beal Papa Shot Hawk.
The damn Heat's arms were jelly last night.
Tell you
Go
what,
ahead.
man.
Go
Oh, here we
ahead.
go.
Go ahead. Here we go. Headlines. Go ahead.
No,
Say
I
what you got to say. No, say
Oh,
what you gotta say.
Damian Mitchell was phenomenal.
16 points.
He actually was good. He
did.
actually was good.
That's why I texted him this morning. I
Yeah.
heard Solana was on with wasn't Joe, it was Danny and Dono.
Danny and Dono, yeah.
And I texted him. I was like, hey, this Davion Mitchell, man, you told me about him. He actually played well.
He did. He was one of the few last night.
Yeah. I got to watch it on the plane, which is
Oh, really?
which is a joy.
If I Southwest.
No, I was on American, but now you can go and get online
On your own device.
go on your own crap.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was surprised. I went to sports and I saw Heat, and I was like, damn, this is cool.
I kind of don't like that.
What, watching
I like
what you want?
I like the old days where you'd get on a plane, everybody has to watch the same
Oh,
movie.
that was the best. They would. You probably don't even remember when they would pull the screen.
Yeah,
out.
I remember.
That was great. And you'd go like this. Somebody was getting to the bathroom. They're not watching the movie. You're looking like that. You're like just ridiculous
get
the
hit
way
by the
that we
cart.
used to watch movies on the airplane.
It's funny you say that because it annoyed me before, but last night it happened. I don't like when people look at my screen.
Neither do I.
But it doesn't mean how does it hurt you? You have
Well, I watch
headphones on?
porn all flight long.
Okay, well, you have a big disclaimer on your screen.
Yeah.
before
And I
that.
can't even tell you the category.
Make sure. And they say make sure kids aren't around.
No, but
I paid for this.
like,
I'm gonna watch what I want.
I know, but sometimes you end up watching something and it has a nude scene.
The Sopranos.
Or something.
I watch The Sopranos all the
Sopranos,
time.
a perfect example.
The Russian chick walks in.
Yes,
And I'm not
yes.
fast forwarding that. I mean, come on.
But I get very self-conscious because if somebody just glances over, they don't know what I'm watching. All they know is there's a big undershirt wearing guy in bed with a good-looking woman, and things seem to be getting hot and heavy. And I want to tell them, no, there's a lot going on here. This is The Sopranos. Let me give you the backstory. But yeah, I get very self-conscious.
That's what the thought of that I have that y'all disagree with. When I purchase 12F, that entire area is mine. I purchased that.
Yeah, but not the area where people walk past you.
But they walk past. Don't look in my area. This is my area.
Right. I mean, okay.
I'm 12F.
I do judge people on what they're watching, though. I'm the guy who I always look around and see what people are watching, and I completely judge them.
Yeah.
I'm
Especially
like, that guy's got to have a conversation with his wife.
certain news stations. I say, yeah.
Oh, that you cannot watch the news on an airplane.
You, huh?
You can't watch the news on an airplane anymore. You cannot do it.
You, huh?
Can't do it. And very few of the planes have OAN, so I can't even watch it anyway. All right.
But if I'm suffering through a bad movie on a plane, why should somebody else have easy pickings at something else? You know, I miss the days. I long for those days. Everybody's watching.
Everyone was miserable at how awful the movie was.
A Sandra
together.
Bullock movie.
Because they try, it's like going to jury duty. They
Correct.
try to appease everyone there. And by trying to appease everyone there, it's like the lowest common denominator movie. It's Charlotte's Web from 1954, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm okay on this one. Let me like to choose what I want.
A 70-plus-year-old lady next to me. I was watching Final Destination Bloodline. It's just people getting their head ripped off and things flying through, blood flying everywhere. And she couldn't keep her eyes off of it. This you dumb. It's their fault.
I find
Huck,
myself
it's
doing
their
that
fault.
too. I start fixating on someone else's screen. I'm not even watching what I'm watching. And for whatever reason, like I'm not hearing their sound. I get fixated watching. I have like FOMO when it comes to what they're watching.
I used to do that at Heat games. If somebody was at a Heat game before I was working the broadcast, but at any sporting event, you're at a Panthers game tonight, person in front of you spending the entire first period on their phone, I kind of start leaning over, like, who are you texting? Bro, Matthew Tkachuk's on the ice. Who are you texting right now that is so important? It's taking you away from what you're doing. And I'll read their messages. I'm that guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm that guy.
You can't look at social media anymore at a game because there's people above you. I had to stop following this Caitlin Krems on Instagram because anytime I opened up my Instagram, her stuff was coming up first. Yeah. And if someone screenshots that, I'm donezo.
Twitter can be very dangerous.
Oh, I mean, they're so judgmental.
Well, anyways, the Miami Heat, they did lose yesterday. Tough loss.
Yeah, so did the Bulls, if anybody's following along that team, because I am so fascinated with. So I skipped the Buzelis over last night, and of course he went over, but he had gone under 4 games in a row. I'd lost money 4 games in a row, so I didn't bet him to go over, but I did bet Vucevic to go over, and he ended with 4 points or 6 points. It was a brutal game. And then somebody tweeted out this morning, Bulls in the 9 seed at 6-5, and it said, "Hey there, old friend." Like, yeah, understood.
What's his name? Didn't play yesterday for the Pistons.
Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham didn't play.
Yeah.
And
you had a Bulls and Heat were both in the same situation last night where they were playing against a depleted opponent that should be better than them when they're fully staffed, but they should have won last night, and both teams did not hold up their end of the bargain.
The Heat were depleted in the win, and then when the loss, they were depleted.
Yeah, man, that was as frustrating of a quarter, that fourth quarter, as you've seen from the Heat all season long.
They couldn't shoot.
21 turnovers too, man. I mean, just brutal, dude. Brutal. They're going to play the Knicks tomorrow in an NBA Cup game. Oh. Any of you see Jalen Brunson's ankle injury?
No.
Oof, don't look it up. It'll make you look a little queasy.
So is he done for the season?
No, I don't think it'll be like that. It's not like a major injury, but there's no shot that guy plays tomorrow. There's just no way. It was really bad. Had to leave the game. And it was in the final 2 minutes, too. They were kind of getting blown out a little bit by the Orlando Magic. So probably a Brunsonless Knicks tomorrow.
Yeah, somebody puts on the chat, Duncan went off. Duncan Robinson had 7 threes for the Pistons last night.
Go crazy.
7 threes. And he fouled out. How about that?
Classic.
He fouled out.
Grabbing people running past.
I mean, just being active.
Come here, fellas.
Man. Keep moving.
Come here.
Duncan still gets no respect from the
none.
officials.
I mean, none.
It's crazy.
None from the fans. Like never. Like only when he's banging down 3 after 3. That's the only time.
I'm sure he'll be beloved though. He's easy to root for.
Yeah, when he's banging down 7 threes.
A little goofy looking white boy in Detroit. Hey, take a while. Trust me, my mom's from Detroit, Solana. It'll take a while.
Good point. I didn't think about that.
They still looking funny at Jared Goff. I guess he okay.
Patriots host the Jets tonight, 8:15, Thursday night football. That Heat Knicks game tomorrow, by the way, is an Amazon Prime game. Yep. NBA Cup, Amazon Prime. Just
Ian Eagle, Stan Van Gundy.
Yes, sir. Just like tonight's Patriots Jets game. Your weather in South Florida right now, we're up in Sunrise. It's 75 degrees. Tonight, the lows will drop into the low.
I just look at
60s.
just look at Brunson's ankle.
Oh, I
don't look at that.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough.
That's
nasty.
That's sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
I whispered to you on air.
He's like, ankle. I'm like, what'd you say?
Like
I thought he had hurt his ankle. I forgot about the Jalen Brunson conversation. All right, Gino Torretta, the Heisman Trophy winner, is going to join us in the next segment, so don't go anywhere.
Don't go another day living with chronic pain. My man Jalen Brunson just got some chronic pain going on. He should go to South Florida's QC Kinetics. Their doctors are standing by to show you how your body can treat that pain without the need of drugs or surgery. I'm telling you, been through it. Doctors write scripts. Surgeons go to school for a decade so they can do surgeries. You have another option. It's called regenerative medicine, and QC Kinetics is at the forefront of this nationwide innovative chronic pain relieving treatment system. I got help when I broke my heels, cheerleading with my daughter and niece. They were doctors putting cast on my face. What they said, they want to put me in a wheelchair for a couple months. I left the office. I went to QC Kinetics, talked to their doctors, and I had PRP shots. I had laser treatment, only 2 treatments, and I was back playing basketball with Ava, running around with little Chaz, working out with little Chan. I'm telling you, I have not just been helped. Thousands and thousands of people have been helped, and now it's time for you to find out for yourself how you can help yourself. Call and make an appointment today. QC Kinetics. Don't replace it. Regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's 844-777-3436. If you tell them that Crowder sent you down there, you will receive a free consultation and $500 off your first treatment. And the brand new office opened up earlier this month on Southeast 17th Street in Fort Lauderdale. They're expanding because I'm telling you, it works. Don't replace it. Regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's 844-777-3436.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
You're not going to learn anything about sports on this show. I'm sorry. You're not. But I know McDonald's. All right, before we get to Gino Torretta, it is that time of year. Opening day of championship meet at Gulfstream Park is just around the corner. Champions return to Gulfstream Park Thursday, the 27th, for opening day championship meet, where the world's greatest jockeys, trainers, and thoroughbreds compete for glory every Thursday through Sunday. Whether you're enjoying premium trackside dining at 10 Palms, or you're catching every race in Silk Simulcast Room, or you're standing front row against the rail, you'll feel the power, passion, and excitement of championship meet. I always say if you live in South Florida, you don't make it out to Gulfstream Park for a little horse racing or fine dining or casino gambling, you are missing out. And November really is loaded. So Taste at the Track is this Sunday. Martinis, panini, and linguine. There are limited tickets left. You can get them at gulfstreampark.com. And then opening day, as I mentioned, of championship meet is Thanksgiving Day, Thursday the 27th. You can watch the races. You can have your Thanksgiving feast at 10 Palms. It will be the afternoon of your life. You can get all the details right now at gulfstreampark.com. All right, we're live at the Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Gino Torretta is on our feed. And before we talk football, I remind you the best place to get geared up with Canes merch is Caneswear in Davie, or caneswear.com. Gino Torretta, the Heisman Trophy winner, joins us courtesy of Local 519 Plumbers Union. In football and in life, it's about being on the right team. Join the winning team at Local 519 Plumbers Union. A proven path to a strong career. Visit plumbers519.com. Gino will be on the call this weekend for UCLA and Ohio State on Touchdown Radio. We were talking yesterday, Gino, and it just kind of happened organically, but I was saying to Solana, and then Jay was on with us, and Crowder, I was saying, if you had to give a letter grade to the Miami Hurricanes after 9 games, right? What would it be? A through F. You have 3 games remaining, but none of them, I think, are needle movers. I mean, you can run the table, and that would be great. But through 9 games, what kind of letter grade would you give the Miami Hurricanes?
Well, I think I gave Beck, what was it, B- a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably say somewhere around there, maybe a B. You know, I think obviously that, you know, it started off as A+ with the Notre Dame win and the Florida win. And then to be distracted, or whatever you want to call it, to have 2 losses later, I would say lesser opponents than those 2. So I would probably say somewhere in that range, maybe B-. But you know, that's really hard though, Hoch, because you know, when you, I, and Crowder went to school, there wasn't all this grade inflation like all these young kids get. You know, it's just
curve.
Listen,
you know,
there was
I mean, like our generation knows
players. I can tell you that there was no grade inflation for Mark Hochman. I had to drop the math class after my first test, 35.
Well, one of us knows the word armoire. You know, so you know.
I thought it was cadenza.
Yes, that was bad. That was bad as well. And I'm glad that Steve got Channing to the airport on time to make it back. I think he ought to just text people, just, hey, you know, Joe Smith and some random name. Hey, he's got me this week, so we'll be good.
Bizarre radio partner. Solana's contention, though, regarding the grades for the Hurricanes was that, hey, if you're not in contention to even play in the ACC championship game, you can't have anything better than a C. FSU, Notre Dame, Florida wins aside, at this point in the season with what was expected and how it started, he's like, I can't give them greater than a C.
I just, Gino, really quickly to add on to that, after you beat Notre Dame, we're talking about this team legitimately contending for a national title game. But I
believe the discussion was, are they the best team in the country? I remember that.
But I do think at the very least, everybody's saying, hey, you've got to make the ACC title game this year. You have to. Yep. And now there's a 10% chance, according to ESPN, for them to make it. And I have a hard time giving them anything above a C, which is average, because to me, if you're not in the title game, you're not in the playoff, then this season, even if they win 10 games, was average.
Well, I don't think there's anything, you know, right now it's been disappointing. I think the goal was to make sure you get in the conference championship game, and the goal was to win the conference championship. And and then to get in the playoffs. So I would have to agree there. I just, when you look at the ACC, and it's crazy because the playoff committee comes out with their rankings, Tuesday, and Miami's the highest ranked team in the conference, and they have them as going in to represent the conference. And I'm like, but how are they going to represent the conference if there's that slim of a chance for them to get in the conference championship game, because they need so much help? But I would say, their goals were definitely higher to get in that conference championship game. We'll see what's going to happen. I think there's just such big games this weekend. You got Oklahoma and Bama are playing. Georgia's got a big one at home, and Pitt is playing Notre Dame. If Pitt beats Notre Dame, then that victory of Miami's, is then diminished some. So, there's still a lot of ball to be played. I think.
And if Miami goes to Pitt at the end of the season and takes care of it,
then there's a chance. I think that it's interesting how the committee has ranked. They've almost like been ranking, okay, this team is really hot, and they're putting more credence into how the team's playing right now. And I think overshadows maybe the total body of work of the season. But there's just listen, to have 2 losses and in conference and you're still in it, and to be the highest ranked team, but I think they're 5th in the conference because they played one less conference game than the 4 teams in front of them. So, it's an interesting dynamic. And I don't know who wants to win the ACC, and based on how it's going, is the ACC might get left out of the playoffs.
I was going to say that, Gino, if Duke wins out and they're in the title game and they win the ACC championship, again, long way to go, but it's a possibility. There's a chance that Duke, I was reading yesterday, could be the ACC champions, but because they're a 4-loss team, won't be in the playoff.
And I told you a few weeks ago, I said
I thought you had to be.
If the winner of the conference is not ranked high enough, that there is not going to be. It's the 5.
I thought they had an automatic bye.
It's the 5 highest ranked conference champions.
Correct.
And if they're not in one of those 5 slots, then the winner of the ACC is not guaranteed a slot into the playoffs. And that's why I said a few weeks ago, I said, there's a lot of craziness can happen in college football. And if it happens, it's going to come from the SEC, where you're going to see a 3-loss team that's going to be in that top 12. And you can't argue, because look at the SEC is so much better than everybody else in college football right now. Their top end is a lot better. And I think that if it happens right, you're gonna have a 3-loss team.
But that's why it makes the Canes season even more frustrating. That it's potentially possible a 4-loss Duke team could win the title, the ACC title, and Miami doesn't even make the playoff in a season like that.
Right. Well, you're not old enough to remember, Solana. It's a tough walk. It's a long walk from that locker room to the field out there.
I am old enough for that.
Oh, was that Randy?
Their legs were tired, Gino. Come on now.
Racing Boats PR.
Who is the best team in the ACC? Not the record-wise. We know the record. Georgia Tech got whooped. All that. Like, if you had to pick them, who is the best?
Well, I would have said Louisville, and then they stubbed their toe. They lost last week, and then you have Virginia to lose to Wake Forest. It's just it's just, to me, this, Channing. You're in college, and it's like these kids lose focus, and I think at certain points in time, and that's what good coaches. It's why Saban. He was kicking everybody's butt. And he would talk about rat poison or something, some random stuff that you didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And it got his team ready to play every single week. And I think that's the toughest part of a coach's job now, is to make sure these guys are focused. And you would have thought after Miami lost that first game, hey, listen, we still control our own destiny. We're the highest ranked team in the SEC. We just got to go out and finish. And they haven't done that. But listen, it's there's still a few games left, and some crazy things can happen in the rest of the season.
So Gino's saying the SEC is who's the dogs fighting for who's the baddest in the kennel.
I still think
The ACC is the kids fighting who's the baddest on the playground.
I still
well, I
think
would say this. I think the ACC this year is the worst conference in the Power Four. I mean, I don't think there's. I
it's hard to argue it, I
you
guess,
say,
but I would still say Miami's the best team in the ACC. I
okay,
would.
that could be, but you know, I'm just saying the SEC. You have the SEC, then you have a drop to the Big Ten, because the Big Ten is essentially, I'll give you, you know, Ohio State is as good as anybody. Indiana has been as good as anybody. I think USC is in there. I think they have the horses that if they put it all together, they can beat really anybody. Oregon, I'm not so sure. I don't think they have the guys up front where they can maul somebody on the ground, you know, on either side of the ball. And then I'd go the Big 12. I mean, who
Big Ten teams?
Yeah,
I would say this: out of the Big,
jarring when I hear him talk about the Big Ten and he drops USC and Oregon.
well, and listen, the Big 12, I'd give the edge to the Big 12 because Texas Tech, I think, can smoke anybody in the conference right now. I mean, how they're playing, and okay, then who's last? That's the ACC right now. And that's where you got to go out. I mean,
I mean, guys, like,
No,
yeah,
it's the truth. And, hey,
I'm
Hoch,
ally now. Don't stop my ally.
I know what my ACC team did to your SEC team.
Gino, the floor is yours.
yeah, you know what? Channing's in that. You know, when Vanderbilt sucked and they would just chant SEC, SEC. You know, Channing's in the SEC. He's not chanting for his alma mater. He's just chanting for the conference.
Imagine
the blue and yellow shield.
Imagine
it's that fake enthusiasm. He's gonna go with fake enthusiasm.
You know the McRib is back. So
I saw a sign in Wisconsin. And McRib was back. I have not stuck over and had one.
Solana, Crowder, and Josh Bell just met. We're at the Amerant Bank Arena. We met before the show today at the McDonald's on Sunrise, and we all enjoyed a McRib together.
Did you pull the onions and pickles off, or did you leave them on?
So I made a mistake. I ordered on the kiosk, and so
By the way, that's, you know what? That's terrible. Like, I don't work there. Like, when I come in, I want to give somebody else my order and then bring it to me. Like, I got to order myself now at all these fast food places.
It took 45 minutes.
45 minutes. I swear to God, to order 4 McRibs. I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I didn't even get it right. So I just knocked four McRibs. But then I realized, well, I don't want the pickles on mine. So then I went back to edit, and I couldn't, like, it was like Adobe Photoshop. I didn't know what was going on. There was a million, like, I couldn't change just one sandwich.
How many times were you asked if you wanted, like, the little, what's that turnover thing, the cherry turnover, the apple turnover? You want to add this?
No, you know what happened?
Order?
Solana, because he knew that I was paying for everything, he saw the menu come up. So just to be a goofball, he just throws in 3 Splenda packets. I got charged for 3 Splendas with McRibs.
You get charged for Splendas? Really?
I think so. It ended up on the receipt, right?
Weird, yeah.
I think it was like a dime or something. You could buy a pat of butter. You know, a little pat of butter.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Like a little piece of candy.
Wouldn't that be fun just to walk into McDonald's, get like 5 pats of butter, and then wait for them to bring it to you at the table? 23? Yeah, 23.
You got a fork?
Sir, you got $5. Yeah, do you have a fork?
You want an extra packet of mayonnaise? Yeah, that's $1.
Well, what do you say? What do you say to the people who hate on the McRib? You know, oh, it's frozen. Of course, it's frozen. Oh, it doesn't have any taste to it.
You know what I say to people? That a machine must be amazing. That it pulls the bones out and it gets a perfect patty, rectangular patty to fit on the bun
because
every
it's like
time.
Eating a slab of ribs. Am I right?
It's
like
fabulous. I mean, I'm a big fan of the barbecue sauce. I like the extra onions and the pickles. I mean, listen, you got a full jug of the sauce last year and you didn't share it with any of us.
Yes. How could I share it? That was my,
well, you know, they make Tupperware. They make little.
I would have a cup of McRib sauce and then take an Ambien, and it was the greatest night of my life.
Your meals are avocado toast and McRibs, or
I
some
really run the
meat
gamut
variation
there.
with McRib
I really run
sauce.
the gamut. Yeah. So, but you'll get a McRib during McRib season. I always point out, I think McRib.
Yeah, I heard it was like limited, so it is down here.
Yeah,
like,
very limited. Miami,
areas.
I think, is one of the few markets.
They limit
Yeah,
them.
I did see a sign in Wisconsin. I rolled by a McDonald's. I think in one of my trips it said McRib is back, and unfortunately, I was like on a 2-lane, and I couldn't. I didn't want to be a Miami driver and go across 4 lanes and just roll in and order one.
Well, sometimes for a McRib, it's okay. Anybody's going to understand that.
Yell McRib out the window.
Yeah, McRib, and everybody will slam on the brakes.
So, Solana, had you had one before?
Yeah, I had one a couple years ago just for the bit on the show, and I happened to enjoy it. I really did.
Like, he was kind of talking smack as he's eating, and he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But then by the time he got to the end, he's like, you know what? This is a good sandwich.
Did you take him to the mall and buy some luggage?
That's after the game. After the game, we're going to he's never been to Sawgrass Mills.
He is international. He'll fill one up and then put it on a plane and send it back to relatives.
My family comes from Uruguay. They fill up 3 suitcases and then they take everything back. I didn't realize Sawgrass Mills, the gator, there's like a gator as their logo. Big gator as you drive right by it. I drove right by it for the first time ever. Looks like a good mall.
You have to be joking.
It's enormous.
Good mall.
I mean, come on. That mall's been there for 30 years, hasn't it, Hawk? It was like
longer than that.
And that's their mascot. That's not a mascot.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
alligator. Gators.
Yeah.
On there.
Yeah. I mean, it's on the Sawgrass.
Really?
Yeah. I'm saying the mall is on the Sawgrass, which is right next to Alligator Alley.
Sawgrass Expressway.
Yeah. It goes to Alligator Alley, turns into Alligator Alley.
Right.
Alligators. I mean,
south of there.
This is alligator land out here. We're in the what do they call this?
Swampland.
Not swampland. What's this called? What's this called? No, not a marsh.
Alligator.
What's it called?
What do they call this out here?
That area? Parkland.
The Everglades. We're in the Everglades.
Yeah,
We're in the Everglades.
it's marshland. It's marshland.
This is the Everglades.
It is.
Yeah. Marsh. He doesn't know what's going on.
No, but I was trying to get to the word Everglades, and no one was helping me get there. All right, Gino Torretta. He joins us on Thursday.
I don't know if we solved anything there or whatever.
Courtesy of the local 519
I think I'm a poor teacher.
Union.
I gave an overinflated grade.
With all the changes in how America does business, you can count on one thing. The union-trained plumbers of Local 519 join a winning team today with Local 519 Plumbers Union, a proven path to a strong career. Visit plumbers519.com. So what you're traveling to Ohio State? It's at Ohio State?
Columbus, yeah. There's actually some direct flights. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed that
when are you leaving? You leave tomorrow?
Shows up. Tomorrow, like 4 or 5, something like that. Get up there at 7.
Right.
Time for
you have time to get yourself a McRib before the flight.
Maybe I'll do that on the way. Maybe I'll sneak in a little diversion.
What are you talking about?
Are you a fan of polio or smallpox?
What's that?
Are you a fan of polio or smallpox?
No, I've been vaccinated. I got no problem with vaccines.
That's what the McRib tastes like.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, you're crazy.
Complete crazy. And by the way, he knocked it down like in 3 seconds. By the way,
so Channing, you apparently didn't watch them make it. They take that wonderful piece of rectangular pork meat, and I'm gonna say the color of it. If you see it without the sauce on it, it's a little different. And they just dip it in all that barbecue sauce and put it on the bun.
It looks like travertine.
It looks like you're kind of green and you got the flu and you're like vomiting. You got some bad color and people see you and they're like, dude, what's wrong with you?
It is so good. All right,
so
Gino, we'll talk to you next week. Safe travels. There you go, Gino Torretta. 3 o'clock hour is coming up. Josh Appel will join us here at the Amerant Bank Arena in the 3 o'clock hour. 4 o'clock hour, we'll talk with Rob Pizzola. 5 o'clock hour, we will talk with Doug Plagans.
Y'all had me eat some terrible food. So tonight, I need to go to Tootsie's Cabaret and have real food, delicious food from the kitchen and the entertainments there. It is amazing. Y'all have to check out Tootsie's Cabaret. Really, the food is off the chain. Been going there for 20 years. And they have a kitchen back there. It's not some guy with a fry pan. It is a full kitchen, food specials every single day, $100 bottles, half price drinks till 8 p.m. every day. And listen now, they're open from noon to 6 a.m. So whenever you're leaving, pretty much anywhere, you can go to Tootsie's, have your drink, enjoy yourself, get some delicious food, see the beautiful entertainers. They've been there, beautiful entertainers for 20 years. Not the same ones, obviously, but they're all over the place. Y'all have to go to Tootsie's Cabaret. And I'm telling you, if you are going to a Canes or a Dolphins game, go to Tootsie's. Pre-game there. You don't need to worry about the rain, the heat, the weather, all that. You can go there before the game. You can go there after the game. And if you bring your ticket from the Canes or Finn's game, you get in for free on game day. You can't beat Tootsie. Dozens of TVs everywhere. They're going to play all the sports: football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, MMA, UFC, whatever you want to watch will be on the screen. Beautiful women walking around, delicious food, great drinks. Go to Tootsie's Cabaret. And on Sundays from noon to 5 p.m., $10 tailgate takeover. Like I said, the hell with the tailgate. $10 tailgate takeover. Noon to 5 on Sundays, $10 chicken wings, smash burger with fries, $10. Fried shrimp with fries, cheese pizza, chicken nachos, all for just $10. Noon to 5 on Sundays. Delicious food, great entertainment, great ambiance. Y'all go to tootsiescabaret.com for more information.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
50% of the time I stay in hotels, I clog the toilet.
It is the 3 o'clock hour, and it's not going to be wiggity, 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 whack. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun, fellas. We're at the Amerant Bank Arena, and Josh Appel is joining us this hour. We enjoy talking hockey with him. He's also an NFL broadcaster nationally for Sports USA. He's going to be on the call Sunday for the Chargers and the Jags, and we found out yesterday Rondé Gadsden II had a full practice.
Oh, good.
Yesterday,
Very good.
so hopefully he will be active because he was day-to-day. The Panthers and the Amerant Bank Arena have been kind enough to bring over, if you're watching on the YouTube stream, you can see Crowder and Solana eating, and you might even see Tree eating in the background. They brought us a ton of food. Now, we did go to McDonald's before the show started, and we all had McRibs. Today was our McRib meetup. That also doubles as your holiday gift this year.
Thank you, Hoch.
I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy.
Where's my holiday gift?
I'm bringing it back for you, Jimmy. I have it in the trunk. I brought one half of a McRib that I couldn't finish.
I'll pass.
But we got here, and during the commercial break, the arena has brought us some of the new food offerings here. And I have to tell you, if you're coming to the Panthers game tonight, now what are you eating there, Crowder? Is that the sausage sandwich with mozzarella on it?
Yes, Italian sausage, but it's a smash burger with the Italian sausage meat, mozzarella, the real mozzarella on top, peppers and onions. Oh my goodness, it's delicious.
Is that what you're holding up
Mozzarella.
there? Is that what you're holding up there, Solana? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, I killed. It comes with like two. I'm not kidding. This is a monster.
It's a huge sandwich. Yeah.
A monster sandwich. I ate half of it already. Delicious.
I put on my Instagram, and it's funny because my 2 Instagram stories are just us eating McRibs and then us eating stadium food. And I hesitate to even call this stadium food because it seems better than that.
The bread looks amazing.
The bread's amazing. But at my Instagram, which is Radio Mark Hochman, the chef here at the arena explained the dishes better than we could. But I can tell you from my friend here at the Panthers now source all beef for burgers from Palm Cattle Ranch, a local veteran-owned and operated beef ranch in Florida. The Palm Cattle Company was founded on an old Florida cattle ranch in the Big Bend region of Florida with a team of ranchers, farmers, delivery drivers, butchers, and chefs to ensure high-quality beef for Amerant Bank Arena patrons. In fact, I think the chef was telling us that they get a fresh delivery several times a week. Yeah. So fans can start purchasing these premium beef burgers at any Coca-Cola concession stand, and the Italian sausage smash burger is available on the club level. So
Burger's way better than McDonald's.
I have to tell you, these really are fantastic. Now, the fact also that they have Coca-Cola concession stands, I just want to give everybody an update because I've been railing against the vending machines at the radio station for the last couple of days. They're not getting serviced. And so I was out of Coke Zero, and then I was out of Diet Coke, which I don't even like. And that was it. Like, I was going to be down to Pepsi products, and I got a text from Jay Fig at the beginning of the show. They're servicing the vending machines right now. They will be fully stocked with Coca-Cola products when we return.
Using your platform to make a difference in the world.
Right? That's what I'm doing with the McRib, by the way, because guess who has decided to jump into the world of McRib eating?
Somebody overweight.
No, somebody who's not overweight, who does not eat fast food.
Cunyo.
No, but Cunyo did have churros y chocolate in
I was
Spain
gonna say, there's
yesterday.
no way Cunyo's even having a single bite like
He had a McRib for us, though.
Giselle
Espinales.
Yes, we just talked about it.
Will Manso was on with us, and I said, will you and Giselle be enjoying a McRib during McRib season? And he said Giselle will not eat fast food. And she tweeted last night, I guess I'm going to end up having my first McRib.
Well, you have me to thank because yesterday, while everybody gathers in the...
She has you to thank because this is going to change her life for the better.
Correct, but our show has me to thank because yesterday, while everybody gathers, all the media gathers in the press room to hear the head coach, Eric Spoelstra, I was there for one reason. I was there to talk with Giselle Spinalis, get her while she wasn't next to Will so that I could explain to her why she needed to have the McRib live on this show. And it took me a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But I think I cracked her, and she tweeted, "I'm in."
Yep. And I even texted her this morning that we were having our McRib meetup. And I said, hey, do you want to join us? And she responded with, hey, you have a restraining order against me, and so I'm not coming. But beyond that, she was busy. She was in the studio today. But I said, hey, maybe we'll do it live on the air on a stream. So, but you talked about changing the world. Like, I've used my platform to get the vending machines serviced at the radio station. I'm changing the world one person at a time by turning them onto the McRib, which is one of life's great delights. And it's only around. It's like seeing the Aurora Borealis. The Aurora Borealis. It's not there all the time. But when it is, you got to look. I'm talking about the Aurora Borealis.
So change is good. Good or bad is change, though.
Well, yes, but this happens to be good change.
Yeah,
yeah, this is good change.
It really is.
This is good change.
So to encourage somebody to eat that polio cardboard is good change.
I don't know if I would say that. I'm not certain that's the attributes we want to give.
The barbecue sauce is delicious.
15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored is brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at lexus.com. Would you like to know, by the way, CJ Stroud officially out for this weekend. I think everyone thought it was going to be Davis Mills, but it will be officially. Here are some of the Miami Dolphins props for Sunday morning. And Rob Pizzola is going to join us in the 4:00 hour. Dolphins are still 2.5-point favorites. Okay.
That's it.
And I gave you, it feels low, doesn't it?
This team has lost 4 straight games by 20 or more points. The Commanders.
Right. So what is it, just because I've called the Dolphins schizophrenic all season?
Yeah.
Is it because the Dolphins are just a schizophrenic team, and so you could never give them a major line as favorites?
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that the Commanders' offense can still move the ball a bit with Mariota, but they give up so many points that they put up 24 against Detroit on Sunday, and they lost by 20 points.
Yeah.
Like, that defense can't stop anybody. So I wonder if it's just Dolphins schizophrenia and also overseas game.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Riley Patterson over 1.5 made field goals. Solana minus 115.
I bet it minus 115.
Yes, that's low, right? Because hasn't it been like minus 150, minus 175?
No, it's been plus.
It has?
When I hit it 2 weeks in a row at plus 100. Last week I didn't hit it. It was at plus 115.
Oh, it's minus 115.
Ooh.
What?
People are onto it.
The 2.5 might be because it's moist over there. It's a slow track.
Maybe I'm not even joking. Maybe if Washington is as bad as Appel keeps saying defensively, if the Dolphins get out to a 1 or 2 touchdown lead, they just start running the ball a lot, ends up being a low scoring game. Washington's able to get a touchdown here or there, and it just kind of keeps it close.
But
Maybe.
So they got the hell beat out of them by the Lions.
Well, 4 games in a row.
But
yes.
they did score 24 points against the Lions, who are a very good defense. So Mariota can get some points on the board. I'm going to break it to y'all. The Dolphins aren't scoring 40. They're not the Lions. So the Dolphins scored 20s in the 20s, and the Commanders can get in the 20s. Somewhere close.
Maybe.
You expect them to win by 3 touchdowns?
I mean, the last
honestly,
2 wins the Dolphins had, they scored 30 plus.
Listening to him talk about Washington, and you've called their games before this season.
I just had them on Sunday.
I mean, listening to him talk about Washington, I mean, the Dolphins' offense, even without Tyreek Hill, is not anemic.
Yeah.
And Devon Achane is, I mean, he is a game-changing back. Like, I feel like it could be a double-digit win.
The only drive that the Lions did not score on, a touchdown or a field goal last week, was at the end of the game when they were kneeing it out in victory formation. That was the only time they didn't put points on the board.
And aren't they even more depleted this week?
Yeah, so their starting rookie corner, he left with a fractured, I said it on Tuesday, but I can't remember if it's a tibia or a fibia, but he's not going to play. Jonathan Jones had a groin injury act up. He ended up coming back to the sideline. Can't recall if he actually got back into the game. So they're left with Noah Igbenogany and Antonio Hamilton on the outside. And that's,
Oh, Noah.
yeah, I mean,
don't you feel like this could be a
Yikes.
double-digit win?
and no Deron Payne either. Their best defensive player is not playing.
I'm with. They should be able to score points, but my thought is that they scored 24 points. The Commanders scored 24 against the Lions defense that's better than the Dolphins defense. So is it going to be a low-scoring game? No. But couldn't they both be in the 20s? Yes.
Yeah, it's possible. But the Dolphins
It's
defense has
possible.
also played better
They have.
as of late.
But they had more opportunities against a Lions team that can move the chains and can get up the field a lot quicker than the Dolphins, to be fair. Like the Lions, you would imagine, have way more possessions per game than the Dolphins offense does. I don't think it's as clear-cut as Hoch you're making it sound like.
I don't think it's clear-cut until he started talking about that.
No, but when you're saying,
And
hey,
by the way, if I was making lines, I would never have the Dolphins more than a 2.5-point favorite over anyone because we've seen them against the worst of the worst in Cleveland, and they lost.
And by the way, Terry McLaurin did not play on Sunday either. I'm not sure if he's going to
he's
play.
out. He's
So
out.
he's not playing this weekend.
He's out.
They were running Robbie Chosen and Traylon Burks out there at wide receiver along with Deebo Samuel against the Lions. I don't know, man. They are depleted just about everywhere.
You said the Dolphins offense is not anemic, even without Tyreek Hill, but it looked anemic against the Browns, who are not a good team, who also couldn't move the football. And for whatever reason, that week, the Dolphins looked awful. Tua looked awful.
Well, that's why I say they've been schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Because if you're
Right.
if you're judging it based on what they did against Buffalo, you'd go, they're going to crush Washington. But if you look at Baltimore or Cleveland or Indianapolis,
But even that Baltimore game, they were outgaining the Ravens in the first half.
True.
It took until the
Right, but they
end
could
of the third
score.
quarter. Of course, no, but they had terrible turnovers, missed field goals. Like they had a lot of self-inflicted errors against Baltimore that made that look a lot more lopsided. We saw them eliminate those mistakes against Buffalo, and look what happened.
They're 3-7, correct?
Yes.
Are we looking at the 3 wins or are we looking at the 7 losses? Are we looking at the last 4 games, the last 3 games?
Of course, like it is certainly valid to say that you don't know which version of them you're going to see. It's just what Washington is putting out there right now is, it's not good.
I mean, people gamble based off what they saw the most recent game, too, though. And so I think there would be, my guess, a lot of action on the Dolphins. Because if you're looking at the most recent game, now sometimes that's a red flag for, we'll ask Pizzola in the 4 o'clock hour what he thinks on this game. For me, just based on people analyzing what they saw from the Dolphins and what they've seen from Washington, it seems like a lopsided affair. It just does. And the Dolphins defense, someone said, I don't know if it was Solana or Appel, Dolphins defense looked good finally. So I don't know. It looks lopsided. Doesn't mean it's going to be. This could be a blowout for Washington.
Yeah, would not.
Who the hell knows? I mean, who saw what the Dolphins did to Atlanta coming or what they did to Buffalo? Like, it's just been a schizophrenic team, schizophrenic season. Let's do headlines here for the 3 o'clock hour with Solana. Brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Didn't bring this up yesterday, but Jameis Winston is going to get the start. Any of you guys see some of his press conference yesterday where he's singing Hamilton?
Yeah, it was great.
Greatest city in the world. Like, he's back, baby. Jameis is
I
back.
love that dude.
He's a good dude.
Oh, you know him?
I do know him.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you know him. You have to fit that in there. Good dude. Personally?
Yeah, you see him on the pivot. We just kind of, we got
Yeah.
cool up in New York.
Chop it up a little bit.
Yeah,
This is really funny. Sticking with the NFL, NFL owners have filed a grievance against the NFLPA to stop the annual report cards. And apparently Jets owner Woody Johnson has his paws all over this. He called them, quote, totally bogus, but he received an F grade by his own players a season ago.
Right.
It's such fragile egos, these guys, honestly. How about treat your players better? How's that sound?
I think the players are treated just fine.
You'd be surprised.
All right.
I think the owners are just fine. They're billionaires.
Everybody's just fine. Anyone associated with that league seems to be just fine.
Also, nobody, the average fan has no idea that survey even exists. So now they're calling attention to the fact that it does exist, and now a bunch of people who didn't know before that he's getting F grades are finding out that Woody Johnson is getting an F grade.
Does it affect anything?
Wow, the millionaires don't like the way the billionaires are treating them. Oh, so heartbreaking.
But he's the owner. He can't be replaced. Like, you grade a player, you can go upgrade a player. You
Right.
can't upgrade an owner. You can get kicked out like the boy in Carolina. You can't upgrade an owner.
Hey, Woody, how about you don't trash your starting quarterback publicly 3 weeks ago and then complain when people don't like how you operate as an owner? It's enough of this guy.
But really don't upset him. You know, we need Band-Aids. Being honest, I get.
Yeah, that was well. I mean, Johnson
didn't have time
and
to get to
Johnson.
the.
What are
dump
you
button.
doing over there? You SARS heaven.
Sorry about that.
Right onto the food.
Oh,
That was not
Bless
right
you.
onto the food. How dare you? Thank you, Jimmy. You're the only one who cares.
You make a weird face when you sneeze, by the way.
Well, don't look at my face that closely when I'm sneezing. How about?
He might break a rib.
Hey, the Athletic, they dropped a contenders versus pretenders list ahead of Week 11. Would you guys like to guess some of what they deem pretenders or contenders in the AFC?
Contenders and pretenders.
Contenders are the big three.
Well, I'll read them to you, and you,
Yeah.
you guys can tell me what
We
they
tell you whether they're an actual contender
Ooh, love this.
or a pretender.
And this is, again, not my list. This is according to the Athletic.
Okay.
Yeah. So they'll start at the top. The Colts.
Contender. I got it in first.
We're not racing.
I thought this was a game of
Hawk win.
speed.
Hey, what did you
I thought
forget?
this was a game of. I hit the buzzer.
There's no buzzer.
Yeah.
Well, no one explained this game well.
Contender.
I'm gonna go contender.
Pretender.
You can't change your answer.
No, I'm not. This is for the next one.
No, this
I
is
got
still
in
the Colts.
first.
Still the Colts.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Pretender. So Hawk wins.
Whoa! You beat me to the buzzer. You turn anything into a competition around guys. They'll complain for a second and then they just start to compete.
I will slap that table. Hell. I don't know what's going on.
All right, next one. The Broncos.
Pretender. Am I right?
Pretender.
Pretender.
All
for
right.
sure.
That's what I said.
You said
What team was
I
I
did
talking
not.
about? What team was it?
You said the Broncos, and I said
Broncos.
pretender,
I
but
did,
I
yeah.
did it in lightning quick fashion because I can. I'm.
You
I-
said that.
yeah, you might
Yeah.
be quicker on your feet, word stuff and listening and all that
You
stuff.
hear faster than
I'm
I
like
hear.
a cheetah.
You hear faster than I hear.
Yes, correct,
Hawk. Doesn't make any sense.
correct. It's 100% true. I'm so far ahead of you already. You don't even know. I swear.
You hear noise better than my ears, faster than my ears hear noise.
I'm so ahead. Listen to this. When I snap my fingers, you will have forgotten that. You will have forgotten that. Yeah.
Oh, Jack, don't do that. I was never slow.
Of course you were.
There's some people out there rolling. Pretender, Broncos.
Contender.
Pretender.
Next one. Contender.
The
Now you
Patriots.
playing what I said.
Pretender.
I'm
pretender,
going contender.
Pretender.
I'm going contender.
Pretender.
That's our first contender.
That's the first contender?
No,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
no, that was a contender. Colts were.
Colts were a contender.
No, Colts were a pretender.
Really?
I don't like that.
Then I'm 0-2. I thought I was 1-0 after the Colts.
They called the Colts pretender.
And the Broncos pretenders.
Broncos are pretender.
All right. Anything else in the headlines? I'm done.
I'm gonna keep going.
Give us a couple more.
The Chiefs.
Contenders.
Contender.
Contender their whole life.
Jaguars.
Pretender.
Oh, stop it.
That's the easiest answer in the world.
I'm taking
contending
it seriously. He's a
contending
pretender.
for what? What are they contending for?
No idea.
Bills.
Pretender.
Contender.
Contender.
No, pretender.
Contender.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a mistake.
That defense is no bueno.
Man, it didn't look like the way against the Chiefs.
They do that thing where they beat the Chiefs in the regular season every year, and they give everybody false hope that they'll do it in the playoffs, and then Patrick Mahomes beats them in the playoffs.
Can't argue
No
that.
argument. Yeah,
That's-
Solana hit me with those stats on there. I was like,
that is correct.
5-1
Yeah.
against Mahomes. It's Josh Allen's record in the regular season. All right, guys. That was contender or pretender.
That was fun, man.
That's
Play the
good.
close for that show, Jimmy.
Which one?
Which show? Which
Which open?
just wanted to. I asked for a close. I mean, you're really far behind. I know I hear faster than him.
Pretender.
This is Contender or Pretender.
Hey, there's the open. Look at
Hey.
that. That was nice. The big voice.
Well done.
All right.
Make sure to never do that again, by the way.
I liked it.
That's sweeping the nation.
Yeah.
People might steal that from us.
Jimmy, you got all dressed up for the potluck, huh? Button-down shirt.
I sure did.
Yeah, you look good. And those are Thanksgiving colors too. He's wearing autumnal colors.
That's called a guababera.
That's right. You got the guababera.
ESPN West Palm is also doing a show here today, and I think they might steal Contender or Pretender from us.
Very possible.
We're in 2 hours. We're going to be done. We're going to walk by them. Like we play Contender or Pretender.
They're gonna have actual buzzers. They're gonna be wearing sport coats.
I'll go talk to Len right now.
I know why Jimmy got dressed up.
Why?
Because Nancy from Radio Libre was there today.
Hey, Jimbo. Oh, it didn't work out with you and Tucker Dukes lady?
Journey.
Journey. How you and Journey doing?
Hola, Nancy. Like,
Paul Marie said Matthew Tkachuk is going to be back on the ice in 2 weeks. Doesn't mean he's going to play in 2 weeks, but he'll be back on skates.
all right.
All right. And the Patriots host the Jets tonight, 8:15. That's one pretender or one contender versus one done.
Garbage.
Done. Yeah,
mhm.
garbage.
And the Jets are Pretender.
Good,
Be
good
an
call.
NFL team.
Good call, Josh.
And to round out your headlines for this hour, Appel, maybe you'd have some more insight into this, but I saw Bob Nightingale tweet out yesterday that Bruce Sherman, Marlins owner, told several Marlins employees that he fully expects Sandy Alcantara to be on the roster opening day, but they're also not shutting off talks with potential suitors. Not that that's big news.
Go ahead, Josh.
So basically, what he's saying there is if you can read between the lines, Sandy Alcantara is going to be a Marlin at the start of next season, unless he's not.
All right.
Not that it's big news, but
Fair enough.
I wonder which employees he's telling. Is he walking through the marketing cubicles and whispering to one of the employees, "Hey guys, Sandy, he's gonna be here."
should they trade him from a baseball perspective?
If there wasn't,
What is going on here? What?
what other perspective would there be?
Should Sandy Alcantara be traded on November 13th? We're doing this?
I'll do it if he asks me.
I noticed you jumped right in.
Oh,
I've
he
never
asked me a
seen you more
question.
excited.
Yeah. Well, what better time to ask? I mean, we're close to winter meetings.
What better time to ask?
Contender.
I probably can give you 340 days better to ask than this particular day.
Winter meetings are right around the corner.
Yeah, okay.
What? Never too early to cover winter meetings
All right.
and the Marlins' direction.
Where are the Weedings?
Hey.
Oh, I know. Good wombo though.
Thank you.
You want me to answer that or
We still got that big tall picture.
Yuri? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need Sandy.
Well, I don't know about that.
How's Augustine Ramirez doing?
All right. Come on.
Oh, sorry, Hawk. I'm asking about a local player, and we're not talking about Josh Giddey here for 30 minutes. Sorry. Your weather is sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. It is in the 70s in South Florida. Wow, look at the flags gusting. Some winds as well. Tonight, the lows will be in the 60s.
But the flags aren't gusting.
The flags are gusting.
Oh, the wind is there's wind gusts pushing the flag.
No, we understand how wind gusts work. Flags are not gusting. The wind is gusting.
No,
You said,
I
look at the
understand, yeah.
flags, they're gusting. And then you said, and there's wind too.
That's a good point.
Do you understand how a flag moves?
Did you see the auroras last night?
The
Brought
Aurora
up-
Borealis?
Did you see
Oh.
them? Apparently, we had light visibility in parts of South Florida last night.
I don't think it's South Florida. I think it was
I saw the
as south
map.
as
I
Orlando.
saw the map in parts of South Florida and the west coast of Florida. There was some limited visibility yesterday. So I wonder if you had brought it up, if you had seen it.
No, but Lori's always wanted to go see the Aurora Borealis.
I get the idea.
You can see it from here.
Well, I don't think he's
Not
right
the
on that.
Borealis.
But you down as far south as Orlando, which was shocking, but that's just the way that it was.
Correct. But for whatever reason, because of the climate and cloud coverage yesterday across the United States, especially on the West Coast, it was as well as you could see the auroras in decades.
Mhm. That's true.
That cold front brought it in.
It was the cold front. Speaking of betting Josh Giddey props, everyone's invited to this party. Doesn't matter who you are. Your name is on the list to Hard Rock Bet season-long celebration. Sign up today, bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. If you're looking for an edge before you lock in your first bet, check out the Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub. It's loaded with trends, streaks, and stats to help you guide your picks. And allow me to guide you. Vucevic over yesterday was a terrible bet, and Giddey didn't play, and Boozy did hit the over, in case you had that one. Norman Powell hit the over last night. So did Davion Mitchell. Don't get hit by the injury bug anymore. Bet the Week 11 games with injury insurance. If the player you bet on exits the game in the first half due to injury, you'll get your bet back as a bonus bet. Of course, college football is heating up. We're down to the wire. Get in on the action on the Hard Rock Bet app. If you're looking for that playoff energy in November, the NBA Cup is here. Got NBA Cup action tomorrow night. Shoot your shot all tournament long on the Hard Rock Bet app. Step in the cage, bet on the biggest names in MMA with 22% profit boosts for the 322 fights Saturday night. And one Hard Rock bettor last week turned a $1 parlay into a $220,000 win. That's a $1 parlay into a $220,000 win. If you want to see more wins like that, follow at Hard Rock Bet on social media. Maybe you'll be the next big winner. Just download the app today. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I'd like to officially go on record. I am wearing underwear today.
Canes are home Saturday hosting NC State, and so you've got time this week to get to Caneswear in Davie, or you could shop online at caneswear.com. Dolphins, I mean, they had the big win over Buffalo. You maybe need some new Dolphins gear to wear for your early morning watch party this Sunday. Make sure you get to Caneswear in Davie, because it's not just all Canes merch. It's Dolphins. It's Inter Miami. They play again, a week from this Saturday?
The 23rd.
So Inter Miami goes on to the next round. You've got Heat gear, Marlins gear. We were just talking about Sandy Alcantara inexplicably in the last segment. Got Panthers gear at Caneswear. Caneswear and Davie has it all. Hurricanes basketball is underway as well, so maybe you'll be going to the Watsco Center to see a game in the next couple of weeks. Make sure you've got some of the latest gear from Caneswear in Davie. They've got shirts, hats, jerseys, shorts, hoodies for you and the entire family. In fact, it's not too early to start talking about holiday shopping, and you can do all your holiday shopping at Caneswear. They'll have something for everybody on your list. Visit the store in Davie on University Drive, right next to La Spada's, or you can shop online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot South Florida sports fans shop. We are at the Amerant Bank Arena, where the Panthers take the ice tonight after a little road trip. I think they went 2-2 on the road trip.
West Coast California road trip.
What do we know? Josh Appel is sitting here with me and Crowder and Solana. What do we know about the Panthers through 16 games this season? Because I know they're near the bottom of the points in the East, but also they're so injured and had played so much hockey leading into the season. So what do we know? Do we know anything? Are they any different, I guess, than what they were the last couple seasons when they're full strength?
So I would say that the way that they're trudging through these games right now is very similar to Paul Maurice's first season here, where at least now they know the system they want to play and they execute that well. Paul Ball, we've talked about that plenty over the years, but they are bottom of the league this year, dead last, the last I looked, in expected goal differential, which basically means their expected goals to actual goals that they produce doesn't match up. It's the biggest difference in the entire league. So they're creating the chances, they're getting to good spots, they're suppressing chances, but they're not going in. And when another team gets their chance, it seems like they're converting a lot. They don't give up a lot of shots, but Bobrovsky's save percentage is under 900 this season. So from that perspective, it feels like this team is ready to reel off 7 out of 8.
Does that mean they're just unlucky? Is that how you extrapolate that?
They're not getting a lot of puck luck so far this year. They have played some games really, really well and not gotten the results that maybe they deserve. But Hoch, it's just hockey.
It's just hockey.
It's just hockey sometimes.
Just hockey.
They are so banged up, though. The news that Solana told us in the last set of headlines is good. Matthew Tkachuk also on his new podcast was talking about it as well, that it seems like we are getting closer to his return to the lineup. He says he's never felt better physically. So as long as this team can just stay above water until they get Tkachuk back, I think they're going to be okay. I mean, look, right now the Panthers are 3 points out of third place in the Atlantic Division. They are 2 points out of a wild card spot. Everybody's so bunched together right now. They're going to be okay. This team's going to turn it on. They're going to go on a run like they always do. It'll just be, hopefully they don't get any more hurt than they are right now. And you think about it, like Carter Verhaeghe's not producing like he normally does. Sam Bennett is not producing like he normally does. And now those guys are all on big contracts. Thank goodness. And Brad Marchand is off to one of the best, I think the best goal scoring start in his career.
He looks as good. Like he looks, I don't understand what I'm watching with him out there.
Where this team would be without him, I have no idea. He has been their MVP to this point and kept them afloat. I just, the injuries, the amount of hockey they played over the last 3 years, and just puck luck early in the season hasn't really been going their way. They are 5-1-1 at home, though. So maybe that'll change their fortune tonight.
And you talked about Bob's save percentage being down. Is that puck luck as well, or is we're not waiting for him to get old? But
so here's the thing: they don't give up a lot of shots in these games. So if he lets in 2 or 3, that percentage,
the percentage is higher than.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some stinkers this year. Don't get me wrong, but like we're at the point now where no matter what his numbers are, you trust Bob in every situation because of what you've seen from him over the last 3 years. So again, not worried there. They're going to be okay. They are. Carter Verhaeghe's not going to sit on 2 goals the entire season.
Brad Marchand is playing, I think, the best hockey. Who's had the slowest start where you're like, what is going on there? Is it Verhaeghe?
It's Verhaeghe and Bennett for me. And I was actually just reading, this is from Jacob from the Panther Prairie Florida Hockey Now podcast. At 5-on-5 this year, Carter Verhaeghe has taken 63 shot attempts. Of those, 57% have either been blocked or missed the net. The only player with a worse shooting percentage missing the net is Sam Reinhart, but 4 of his have gone in versus Carter Verhaeghe's 1. So he's taken a lot of shots, but they aren't getting on target. He's only got a couple this season. I would imagine the way that he scores in his career, very streaky, that it just takes 1 and he'll get going.
Oh, I was taking a video up on the board there. I saw David's ACL surgeon, Dr. Ross.
I thought you were filming the gusting flags.
I saw Dr. Ross up there. I thought it was kind of cool.
Hey, Appel, I know we're a ways out and it's too early to really know, but do you imagine the Panthers would consider, just based on the injuries, Tkachuk, I know we expect him back, but who knows when he's really going to be back at full strength. Barkey, who knows when he's going to be back. Do you anticipate the Panthers at all embracing like a pause year and not being super active at the trade deadline? Because there's 2 ways I think they can approach it. They kind of just float around, hanging around how they're hanging around right now. And then they say, hey, let's even use deep draft capital, even more future years, right? Deeper on to try to win this year again, make it 4 in a row, or kind of play the long game and say, hey, tough luck this year. We've won 3 straight. Let's settle down and try to rebuild for next season.
It's almost a similar situation to what the Celtics are trying to juggle with Jason Tatum and whether or not they can hang around or whether they should rush him back. I think the Panthers are in a really similar spot, but I don't think Bill Zito is wired that way to just saying, all right, we're gonna waste a season here. Like, you just paid a lot of guys a lot of money and you're going to want to get your return on that. If this thing starts to, hang around where they are and they're just kind of middling right around 500 and they don't have the run that I'm expecting them to have, I could see him making a move to try and shake things up and add something to this roster going into the trade deadline, even before that, just so they can remain in contention, because Bill Zito's not a guy that wants to sit around and waste time. I don't think he's wired that way. I don't think this organization is wired that way.
But sometimes when you have, your best player, your captain, in Barkov goes out to start the season.
It's a legitimate question, yeah, for sure.
And there's just a lot of factors at play.
And the fact that they've played so much hockey, whatever, that you would almost go, hey, breather for everybody.
Well, it's just not realistic, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's trade a first-round pick for 3 years from now when you've already given up a couple firsts and move on from maybe, a core player right now to try to go bring a couple other pieces to help you now when your odds aren't great already because of all the injuries. It might just be a bit more of a prudent decision to say, hey, it's just not going to happen this year no matter what we do. Let's be ready for next season.
I think that maybe they wouldn't be as aggressive and say, hey, we're going to trade Spencer Knight for Seth Jones, or we're going to try and get Brad Marchand. Maybe like on the aggressive scale, they're at like a 7 versus a 10, like they have been at the deadline the last couple of years. But again, like, this organization is just not wired that way. And if they are as good as they think they are, and as they are, like, a first-round pick is going to be at the back half of the first round. It's not a lottery pick, so they've already been very clear about parting ways with those picks for other players. I don't think, and I would hope, that we wouldn't see them trade roster guys who are on the younger side that could fetch back a big return just to, for the sake of making a move. I would be fine if they went ahead and were like, all right, we got draft picks, and if someone will take for the draft capital we have, great, but we're not going to do anything with the roster players that we have right now.
All right. Josh Appel, thank you. You have a game tonight here at the Amerant Bank Arena, which is where we are. Let's give away
I have a game tonight?
No, I meant you, meaning Panthers fans.
Oh, okay.
Let's give away this Twin Peaks gift card before we forget to do so. A $50 gift card for Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views, if you've heard, Crowder. I didn't know if you had heard about the scenic views.
I've been in there
at Twin Peaks. And we'll have one more gift card to give away tomorrow. What caller number do you want to take? You want to take Brad Marchand's number?
60.
I don't think he knew what the number was. I was going to get him to say yes and then punish Jimmy with it.
60.
63 is what
Ooh,
Marchand
Big Bob's.
wears. 72. They
gave some-
both add to 9.
Oh,
7,
yeah.
2, 6,
I'll
and
go
3.
9.
So let's go 9. Caller 9 gets the Twin Peaks gift card. 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. Caller 9, $50 at Twin Peaks.
Impressive math.
7 and 9,
Yeah.
6 and 3.
Yeah.
Or 7 and 2,
2.
6 and 3. Yeah, I got there. 4 o'clock hour is coming up. Rob Pizzola is going to join us in the 4 o'clock hour. Don't go anywhere.
If y'all want delicious food at any of your function, get it from Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. I have been going there since 2005, and I'm telling you, any of the time you're going to eat. Anybody you're going to eat with, get the food from Delaware because it's going to be fresh, it's going to be the best, it's going to be the best price. Delaware has it all. Lamb, beef, veal, pork, poultry, duck, turkey, lobster, shrimp, fish, alligator, venison, frog legs, crab legs, clams, oysters, scallops. They have it all. Prepared food. Don't feel like cooking? Burgers and sandwiches, fried chicken, roasted chicken, which is other fried chicken. It is off the chain. They have the size made in house daily and fresh. The dips. You having a party? Buffalo chicken dip is amazing, but that darn smoked fish dip. It's smoked tuna. It is the best fish dip you have ever tasted. Go to DelawareChicken.com. That's the website, DelawareChicken.com. See the entire menu. When you know what you want, call them in advance. 954-983-6831. That's 954-983-6831. Place your order. It'll be packaged and ready when you get there. Curbside deliveries available. They will bring it out to the car because all Jose, the owner, wants to do with his amazing staff who's been there for decades themselves is get delicious food back to your tailgate, watch party, family dinner, romantic dinner, yacht provisions. Beautiful boat on a beautiful day. Have the best food you can eat, and that's always at Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. It's located on 441, 1 block south of Sterling Road. When y'all get down there, grab your Crowder Pouty now. They have all 3 blends, and tell them Crowder sent you.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Is there any possibility that Billy the Marlin is a bird?
All right, 4 o'clock hour here. We are at the Amerant Bank Arena. You're going to get Panthers hockey tonight on this very radio station. Panthers and Capitals. And Doug Plagans will be on the call. He's going to join us in the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour this afternoon. He'll join us live at our little broadcast table here. And we'll get headlines here for the 4 o'clock hour. Haven't talked much about the Heat last night. Just haven't had time, Solana. We've had a very food-oriented day. We met for McRibs before the show started. And then when we got here, about the 3 o'clock hour, the arena delivered us food to eat again. Crowder's also loaded down with snacks and candy. And it's been just one nonstop smorgasbord, if you will. But I did want to mention the Panthers food, which you can see on my Instagram. You could see us eating McRibs as well. Radio Mark Hochman on Instagram. But the Panthers were kind enough to bring us food. And the Panthers now source all beef for their burgers from Palm Cattle Ranch, a local veteran-owned and operated beef ranch in Florida. The Palm Cattle Company was founded on an old Florida cattle ranch in the Big Bend region of Florida, with a team of ranchers, farmers, delivery drivers, butchers, and chefs to ensure high-quality beef for Amerant Bank Arena patrons. Fans can start purchasing these premium beef burgers at any Coca-Cola concession stand, and the Italian sausage smash burger, which Crowder had, is available on the club level. So if you're coming tonight, obviously, these turkey sandwiches here on the suite level where we are right now, that's like the go-to item for Panthers fans when they come to the arena. But they're going to be making a run for it with these burgers and these Italian sausage burgers.
The Italian sausage burger is delicious.
It had mozzarella on it.
It had real mozzarella on it, and it had onions and peppers, and it's all the ingredients without the casing, like a smash burger, Italian sausage. Delicious.
I notice you say mozzarella. You put an N in there.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, there's no N in mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
No, it's just mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Yeah.
You had a lot of T.
Mozzarella, you say, huh?
Mozzarella.
You've always said mozzarella?
Mozzarella?
No, you just can't get it, huh? Yeah.
Mozzarella.
It's not mozzarella. There's no N in there.
Mozzarella.
Are you struggling with this one?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
There's a T.
No. Mozzarella. Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Now that he mentions it, why do we pronounce it mozzarella?
Bingo.
Why do we? We don't. Italians do.
No, Italians mozzarella.
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 What's that?
Mozzarella.
What's at the end of the first syllable?
I don't know what a syllable is.
I knew you were going to stump him. Actually, we could ask Pizzola in the next segment because he's Italian. Could have asked Gino earlier, but the mozzarella hadn't been delivered to us yet, so we didn't know. Let's do headlines because I do want to have enough time with Rob Pizzola. He hasn't been on with us in a few weeks. I want to get a winner for tonight, and I want to get a winner for tonight's football game, and then for the Dolphins game, I want to ask him what he thinks about that line. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
You'd mentioned the Heat.
Somebody points out on the chat, I must say here, pizza. You don't have a problem saying pizza. You don't say pizza. Why don't you ask where the T is in pizza?
Pizza. Pizza. That's true.
Yeah.
Pizza.
There's no T in pizza.
That is correct.
So are those just Italian words that we pronounce that way with the double Z's?
Matzah.
But there's a T.
That is the caveat there. There is an actual T.
There's not a lot of double Z words.
Not a lot of double Z words.
Well, maybe,
right.
Maybe it's just Italian words.
Are there any non-Italian items that have two Z's next to each other?
No.
Buzz.
Oh. And we don't say butts.
Butts.
We should, though. Butts Lightyear.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm catching a good butts. You're what? Yeah, you're not feeling that? I'm catching a butts.
Butts Lightyear would be great, man.
Pizza.
That's a page Jimmy subscribes to on OnlyFans. Butts Lightyear.
Butts Lightyear.
Speaking of butts, I saw this online a couple days ago, and Hoch, you took issue with me during the commercial break. Not to get too, personal here, but you took issue because I was using the restroom.
Yeah, he went to take a number 2.
Uh-huh.
We were halfway through the commercial break. Now, admittedly, that commercial break was about 12 minutes or 13 minutes. It was a long commercial break. But he goes, "Oh, I got to go to the bathroom," and he said what he had to do, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be back at 4." And I'm like, "But it's 3:56 or something like that." For me, I got a whole procedure. I got to sit there. I gotta do Instagram, Twitter. I'm sure he washed.
You
his
just
hands.
boo-booed?
Sure he washed. his
I
hands.
don't want to be that close.
I don't know.
Just boo-boo.
You know, it scares me to get caught up in the middle because you can go, "Oh, this will be a quick one," but what if you get caught up
right.
and you got to get back? And like, what are you gonna? There's no worse feeling. You can't tell me there's a worse feeling than.
You gotta cut it
But
off
that's
and get out of there.
terrible. It's terrible. That's an all.
Yeah.
But Solana's like, "Trust me, I'll be back,"
But
he's back.
You just know. There are times when
Right, but I've been fooled before.
later tonight, I mean, I just threw down, and this sausage smash burger was phenomenal, but I just threw down 2 sausage smash burgers, about 4 plates of French fries, plus the McRib earlier.
Yeah,
Tonight and tomorrow morning, I'll be caught up.
right.
I've been eating clean last couple of days. I knew I'd be good today.
All right.
Oh, okay. And you go quick because you got the loose sphincter.
All right. Clean it up. Can we just get the headlines?
I had a good question. Somebody posted online, number of toilets you've pooped in over your entire lifetime, over or under 415 and a half. Your entire lifetime.
Oh, under
Way over.
by a mile.
But I think once you
Over.
really start to think about it, way over.
No, under.
What have you thought about it?
I just thought about it under.
No.
Unless I'm
55 years?
Toilet, not
unless-
places, toilets, individual toilets.
right.
You're a kid, your aunt's house, your grandparents' house,
No,
your
never.
schoolhouse.
Never. Schoolhouse. You crazy? Unless my vacation is over a week and a half, I'll wait till I get home.
Every hotel you've ever been in, airplanes, friends' houses, families' houses, they all have multiple
All right,
toilets.
can we just get headlines here because we're gonna go over for Rob Pizzola and Pizzola, excuse me, and we're gonna have done it for a ridiculous reason.
Over.
Just added one to my list. Hoch, you mentioned the Heat lost yesterday. Was there anything in particular you wanted to kind of?
I just thought it was a shocking loss.
Yeah.
I mean, Cleveland was depleted. They really were kind of saying, "Hey, this one we don't care about," and that's always the game though that seemingly comes up and bites you.
What's worse is Miami had a lead the entire game until the fourth quarter. The entire game. They led from start to finish until the fourth quarter. And here come the Cavs, and Miami only put up 19 points. You know, a little concerning considering, I know Bam and Tyler are out, but considering the Heat couldn't play the style of offense that they've played every other quarter this season in the fourth. And you kind of wonder, like, will that happen again? You know?
Well, that's what we were bringing up yesterday, and you said, no, it'll never happen. I've seen 11 games, and we were literally saying that. Can it be possible that they can't keep up that kind of pace and that kind of offense? And you said, no, there's been 11 games, and I'm ready to dub them the greatest team in the East.
Yeah.
And then it happened last night,
Yeah.
and you seem to be shocked by this.
Yeah, but Davion had a good game. So
But to that point, the eighth quarter of a back-to-back, that's going to be tough to keep going through 8 quarters.
well, they had a day off in between, but
I'm
against the
just
same team, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in this pace,
Except the good players weren't there.
Game
Like, it
ele-
wasn't really the same team.
it's game 11 and 12. Now it's game 75 and 76. This is a fast-ass pace to keep up all season. And now you want to go to the playoffs?
But even then, forget the pace. Okay, fine. You're not able to play as well because you can't stop the Cavs, so you can't get out in transition. Well, okay, then what? You have to figure something else out, right? You can't just say, oh, we can't generate that speed. Oh, well. So, I think yesterday, to your point, was a bit eye-opening where now what? Figure something else out. Whether it's screen and rolls to get Norman Powell open, whatever, they're going to have to work on that.
Davion, run the point.
He ran it well yesterday. They're going to play again tomorrow against the Knicks. It's a cup game. They'll play tomorrow in New York, 7:30. I haven't seen official word on Jalen Brunson, but I would be shocked if he played after yesterday's injury. Late in the game against the Magic, he rolled his ankle, and it was tough.
How have the Knicks been this year? I haven't been paying attention.
They had won 6 straight before.
Oh, wow.
And Brunson, remember last year, highest usage percentage. The ball is always in his hands. You used to say, ball's always in his hands. Mike Brown's come in, and he's shooting more efficiently without the ball in his hands. More catch and shoot, more off the dribble stuff where he's catching and then moving towards the basket. So it was working for them. They were balling. And then yesterday, the Magic, who look a little bit better, kind of took it to them at home.
Yeah, slow foot felines always going to let you down.
The Panthers do play tonight. They host the Caps at 7. Appel had brought up earlier that the Kachuk brothers were doing a podcast. You guys see what the name of the podcast is? Matthew and Brady Kachuk. Apparently, it's the only
It's
podcast.
supposed to be like the Kelsey brothers. This is supposed to be like, what is it called? New Heights?
Yeah.
Is that their podcast? Like this, because they've got obviously the brother dynamic. They're both interesting characters. They're both very good at what they do. So they're trying to do for hockey kind of what the Kelsey brothers did.
Chuck Bros.
That'd be good.
Wingmen.
Oh, Wingmen. I like that.
That's clever.
You guys going to listen?
No, I don't listen to any podcasts.
Yeah.
Do you?
What platform is it on?
No idea. Maybe every platform.
Yeah.
It's the same digital group I'm reading here behind the New Heights podcast. It's the same people.
Do you listen to podcasts? Like, do you have certain podcasts? Obviously,
no, like
the
when I
Pivot.
listen-
Like,
yeah.
I watched the Pivot, but like people download like on a regular basis. Hey, this is my podcast. I can't wait for the next episode to come out. Is there a podcast that you listen to?
No.
Solana?
There's 2.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Something with
Fingers.
yeah. No. What are the podcasts? What are they?
History podcast called The Rest is History.
Mm.
And then Andy Roddick, who was my favorite tennis player growing up,
Mm.
started a tennis podcast about 2 years ago. I could listen to him talk about anything. I'm so fascinated with Andy Roddick. He's unbelievable. It's called Served, and I listen to it every single week. Those are the only 2 podcasts I have downloaded on my phone.
Tennis and history.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's it.
You're so lame.
I'm just looking it up. I want to see that Andy Roddick hasn't done this podcast in 4 years.
No, I'm telling you, it's groundbreaking in the tennis world because there wasn't really like a tennis podcast that was bringing on top-ranked tennis players. He's brought on Rafa Nadal. He's brought on Roger Federer. But he breaks down the game from a pro's perspective, unlike anything we've ever seen.
Hmm.
Instead of having McEnroe yell into a microphone
I love McEnroe.
nonsenses
How dare you?
during
How
Grand
dare you
Slam.
blaspheme against John
Doesn't
McEnroe?
know what's happening half the time anymore.
They made Unsolved Mysteries as a podcast. I listen.
Why would you want to listen to something that doesn't have a resolution?
I
at the
watched
end?
Unsolved Mysteries last night, and me and Asia were in the bed together, and I told her, I was like, Solana and Hoch and them boys make fun of me for Unsolved Mysteries, but I love it.
Yeah, you're watching shows that have no resolution.
You see the people around them, and they're doing their
There's
investigation.
no resolution.
Police doing their investigation, and you have to come to your agreement.
But
on
it
what
doesn't
happened.
matter what you come to.
Sometimes they'll have the person that is a victim, a suspect, and all that with the person that people think did it, and they're both saying each other's guilty.
Interesting.
What?
Not that interesting.
Last night, an old dude that lost on his boat disappeared.
I bet you don't know how it ended because no one knows.
At the end, they found out he was in money trouble, and then him and his wife was acting all happy. Then they found out the wife and them She was running around on him, so they don't know.
That's what I just said. They don't know. No one knows. You watch the show,
But
no
I
one knows.
think I know what happened.
No, but it doesn't matter. You don't know what happened.
I think he hit it on the wife because he took all the money out. He hit it and went overseas somewhere because she has to stay here now, and she's trying to find him because he took all the money and left. But they say maybe he got killed and somebody stole the money. I know what happened.
You don't know what happened. Maybe he just had a boat accident.
No, because the anchor was gone.
Yeah. Well, that would be an accident. That would be a terrible accident. Look at that. My anchor's gone.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm sending you the link.
I'm good.
Omar Kelly tweeted, just to wrap up headlines here, Omar Kelly tweeted earlier this morning, just learned that the NFL is called American football outside of America. The world knows the real football. I asked this honest to God. Is that something people don't know?
I saw that tweet from Omar and I said, you got to be bleeping kidding me.
Right.
Like I saw that and I was like, Omar, you're joking. Of course they call it American football. We're the only country that plays this style of football. I guess Canada does as well. But yeah, I was very shocked by that tweet.
It's still North America. Canada. It's not called United States football. It's called American football, and Canada's in America. I'm with y'all. I think Omar's trolling to get attention.
Canada's in America.
The North America.
I got you.
See what I'm saying? We're in the United States of America right now.
What question are you answering?
Because
what
American
are you
football.
having a different conversation with someone else that we don't hear in our headphones?
American football.
All right,
and
anything
they
else,
play it in
Solana?
Canada.
Because I want to
Yes,
make time for Rob
Canada
Pizzola.
is in America. Isn't it? It's in North America.
Fascinating.
I don't mess with y'all.
Those are your sports headlines.
Y'all friends.
Your weather.
I'm taking my candy and going home. Give me my almonds back.
Your weather.
He started talking, and I was like, am I having a stroke, or is he just making no sense?
I just don't know what he was saying.
Yeah, I don't know what happened
Rambling.
there. Yeah, it was
Helmet
crazy.
football is played in the United States of America
Yep.
and Canada.
That is right. There is no debate.
American football,
All right. I'm
That-
sorry.
that's
I'm
called
sorry I
North-
brought this back up.
that's called North
We
America.
were so close to being past it.
The other 6 continents is called American football. Because that's soccer. It's football.
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 Your weather is sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. Looks like the gusts have gone down a little bit, but right now it's in the low 70s. Tonight it'll be in the low 60s, especially here in Sunrise. That is your weather.
All right. Rob Pizzola, hopefully some winners for us in the next segment. Cheetah Pompano, what a great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got HD TVs throughout the club, VIP areas, 4 stages of entertainment, and the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. Cheetah Pompano has an amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. Happy hour specials till 6. Now, UFC 322 is this Saturday. You can watch it at Cheetah Pompano Beach or Cheetah Palm Beach. So make plans for that. Perfect way to watch the fights on Saturday night. And then, of course, this weekend, college football, pro football. What's better than football, girls, and beer? Every Sunday and then Monday nights, enjoy hundreds of beautiful, exotic referee and cheerleader adult entertainers at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Watch all the games live while you enjoy the coldest beer in town. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Text threads are meant for pictures of Jimmy's hot dog. All right, before we get to Rob Pizzola, I tell you all the time, Twin Peaks can be your headquarters for the entire football season. You hunker down at Twin Peaks, watch some college or pro football. Got Canes Saturday hosting NC State. Dolphins in action Sunday morning from España against the Washington Commanders. Got a lot of action. Got hockey, basketball, MLS playoffs. MLS big announcement just moments ago, changing their schedule. It's all right there at Twin Peaks. They've got bar stools and corner booths that rival courtside seats. The Lodge is your hoops headquarters all season long. This Saturday is UFC 322. Get ready for a knockout night. You're going to have UFC 322 fights on all the big screens at Twin Peaks. Wall-to-wall coverage with the sound on. You want to be at Twin Peaks for fight night this Saturday, UFC 322. Tuesday the 18th, so that's next Tuesday, is Customer Appreciation Day, and they're saying thanks the best way they know how. BOGO wings all day. That's right. You buy one order, you get one free. They couldn't do without you. So you show up, they'll bring the wings. Offer valid, dine-in only November 18th only at participating locations. Excludes smoked and grilled wings. There are Twin Peaks all over South Florida for you to enjoy. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views. Rob Pizzola is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He's a professional sports bettor based in the lovely nation of Canada, which did not hoist a World Series trophy. He's also the founder of the Hammer Betting Network, and you can catch him hosting Forward Progress, their NFL betting show, on YouTube and all other major podcast platforms. Forward Progress dives deep into weekly matchups, betting markets, and analysis from some of the sharpest minds in the industry. Make sure you follow Rob on Twitter at Rob Pizzola. Hello, Rob.
Hello, Mark.
So we have not spoken to you since Toronto was unceremoniously defeated at the hands of the Dodgers in what had to have been a heartbreaking Game 7. You were there. I cannot even imagine how much you spent on tickets, but what was it like sitting there? You're 2 outs away. And Rob, by the way, if you saw on social media, I mean, great seats. Like, he is in the heart of it. He is eating it up. And I was rooting for Toronto. My wife works for a Toronto company. Like, we had a real rooting interest. And man, you got the rug pulled out from under you. What was that like?
Yeah, it was pretty devastating. I'm just like reliving it now, Mark. I tried to forget about it for the last little while, and you're just bringing back the bad memories. I was right behind the Dodgers dugout as well. So a lot of the celebration happened in front of me, and a lot of the Dodgers fans that were there ended up coming down to my section as I just sat there for like an hour, devastated after the game. It's tough. I mean, the Dodgers are like, they're the Goliath, right, of Major League Baseball. You just expect them to win. And going into the series, I didn't know that the Jays would even really have a chance, but they pushed it to the limit, give up the home run in the 9th to tie the game. Just, pretty excruciating to be a sports
Marlins
fan.
legend, Miguel Rojas, right?
Mickey Rowe.
Yeah.
One thing you got to do is throw sliders over the middle of the plate to Miguel Rojas instead of your 99-mile-an-hour fastball, because Miguel Rojas is that type of guy. You got to
kill you every time if you give him the opportunity. Yeah,
of course. But it was devastating. But yeah, I'll look back. Honestly, I will. I know like a decade from now, you look back on it, you'd be like, I can't believe I was at that game. Incredible series. It just sucks. That's sports. Like, 30
sports. You get the gamut of emotions within minutes. I mean, that place was electric.
Yep.
And you're 2 outs away. And Miguel Rojas, you're like, okay, if we can knock down Shohei, you're not even worried about Miguel Rojas. And oh my God, I can't imagine what that must have felt like in that stadium.
You the life literally got sucked out of the stadium in that moment. And after that, it was very tense. I think up until that point, the Jays were leading the entire game. Crowd was into it really good. As soon as that happened, then the tension really hit in that moment. So yeah, it's a tough one. Hopefully not, there's chances in the future, but 30 MLB teams, there's only going to be one winner every year. Every team is going to end in, 29 or 30 are going to end in poor fashion. And that might happen. You might know in May. It might happen in October. But it happened in definitely the most excruciating way, for sure.
Yeah. And Rob, in that instance, because I know you're an analytic guy. You don't put fandom, like Hoch does. He just loves Buzelis, so he bets Buzelis every night. In that circumstance,
except last night when he actually went over, I went with Vucevic, who ended with 4 points. But go ahead.
Well, you're a Blue Jays fan. You're at the game. You're in Toronto. Do you separate, house and state? Can you separate that when you're actually watching the game and you're in the city it's being played in?
In that moment, no. So there's some points that just get too big for money to even matter at that point. Like I didn't gain anything from the Dodgers winning, but let's just say I had a Dodgers World Series ticket or something like that. There's no way, even if it was life-changing money, I would cheer for the Dodgers in that instance. You just get to a certain point. Like, I'm a Cowboys fan. I'll bet against Dallas in the regular season, no problem. If it gets to playoffs, I might bet against them. But when it comes to what I'm rooting for in the game, I forget about money, and the fandom seems to come first. So, yeah. And there was a couple games this playoffs where I had bets against Toronto, which sucked. But like, I don't even think about it in real time. It's just I'm just watching the game and cheering for my team.
Man, that was a heartbreaker. It really was. Let's talk to you about the Panthers. We're out here at the Amerant Bank Arena, and Solana not usually with us out here, and he's experiencing the cold. He always makes fun of us. It is getting chilly in here right now. My hands are freezing. Panthers tonight are hosting the Capitals. I don't know if you've been watching the Panthers at all. You have a better hockey mind than us. Anything to worry about if you have been watching them? I mean, they're really injured, and they've played a ton more hockey than just about any other squad. Like, they'll be fine if they're healthy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think both of these teams tonight have underachieved quite a bit. If the playoffs started today, neither the Panthers or the Capitals would be in the playoffs. And it's unfortunate that they're playing each other tonight. I want to find ways to buy these teams going forwards. I looked hard, Mark, to try to find you something for this game tonight, but there's really nothing I like from Florida and Washington. The only thing I'll say is there is going to come a point where Florida is going to turn this around. I mean, you just look at their peripheral metrics. Even with injuries, they're still driving play in a lot of their games. They're outchancing the opposing teams. In hockey, there's a lot of randomness. There's a lot of variance. In short spans, you might just get some bad results. I think it's way too early to worry about the Panthers. I think that they're still a very good team in the East. And they will be, and they're probably going to be a good bet for approximately the next month or so as well, because I think that the market is a little bit down on them, and they're better than people are giving them credit for.
What about a future or something for them?
I like both of the Florida teams, in all honesty. I think the Panthers and Lightning have both gotten off to rough starts this year. Again, these teams have played lots of hockey over the past few years. Tampa was the Florida, before Florida, basically. And eventually that catches up to you especially when you have aging rosters. But both these teams are still very much built for the playoffs. Like, if they get in, nobody wants to face either of those teams. So I don't mind that angle. I don't play a ton of futures because I don't like to tie up my money for 5 or 6 months, basically. But if you're someone that likes to play futures, I think that's totally fine.
I don't normally play futures, but I do have a future. Zion Williamson, MVP, and Oronde Gadsden the second, offensive rookie of the year.
Well, there's a cash out button on those futures.
Yeah, would you like to buy either of those?
I mean,
I would. I'll let you buy into them if you want.
I'll offer you whatever the cash out is on both of those. Well,
there's no cash out offer, unfortunately. On Zion, they want me to pay them an additional 10% to take it off my screen.
Wasted data.
Isn't that the worst when you have something pending in your sportsbook account and it's such a terrible bet and you log in and you just see it over and over and over? Like you almost just wish they would just cancel it now. Give you the loss now.
Last season, you remember I bet Tyler Hero series
finals
MVP, first round of the playoffs. I bet Tyler Hero finals MVP. I go, I'll take a flyer on this. Well, they don't, Mark, they don't grade that till the actual finals are over, even though Tyler Hero's out in the first round.
Yeah.
So every time I'm logging in to bet on something, I'm looking at the dumbest bet that's ever been made by man. I can't get it off the damn screen.
It's tough.
Anyway.
I've been there before. There's nothing worse than logging into your account and you're checking your pending wagers and it's always right at the top. The worst possible future. You're like, what was I thinking betting this team? Yeah,
that was me. How about Jets and Patriots tonight? I'll get to Dolphins Commanders in a second. Jets Patriots tonight. You have the Patriots big favorites.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against that. I mean, the Jets don't have a passing game, right? I mean, if you look at Justin Fields, he's had 4 of the worst games I've seen from a quarterback ever, and he's had them all in 1 year. I mean, you look at last week against the Cleveland Browns. I mean, two special teams touchdowns in order to win that game. They had a 42-yard screen to Breece Hall. Outside of that, there was like 30 yards passing the rest of the game. They can't move it through the air. And the Patriots are the complete opposite. They throw the ball on everyone. They have a really high pass rate over expected. That coaching staff, Vrabel, McDaniel, they've done a great job of realizing they have a great quarterback. So why not let him drop back and air it out? And that's been working out a lot for them. So I don't give the Jets much of a chance of competing in tonight's game. With that said, the spread's gotten pretty out of hand. I think there's some ways you can look at being creative. So one of them at Hard Rock for you guys, I would definitely take a look at betting Drake May under on rushing yards in this game. It's 26.5 at plus 115. And the whole theory there is, why is Drake May running in a blowout game, right? This is a Thursday night football. They are on track to be the number 1 seed in the AFC East. It's avoid getting hurt at all costs. So unless this is a competitive game, I don't see Drake May running the ball a whole lot. So I like his under on rush yards. And then you have to wait to see for this other one to see what the inactives look like. So you'll know about 90 minutes before kickoff. But again, in a blowout type of situation, you might see New England start to go to a lot of backups. Terrell Jennings, it was their backup running back last week. He did get dinged up a little bit in that game, so he may not play. But if he does, betting Terrell Jennings' last touchdown of the game, Hard Rock is 13-1 right now as well on that. I think that's a solid play. So I'm looking at ways to get creative around how I can still bet the Patriots to win by blowout, but not bet them at the number that's moved way too much.
12.5 is too much for you? You think 12.5 is just too much?
I think so. I mean, if I had to at that number, I'm still betting the Patriots. Like, it would take to get to 14 before I would consider the Jets. But I think there's still other markets that haven't moved yet where you're better off betting those.
Gotcha. And then we've talked about it ad nauseum this week, Dolphins and Commanders, because the Dolphins are coming off a very surprising win over Buffalo. Dolphins are 2.5-point favorites. The Commanders are depleted. What say you?
All right. I can't believe I wasn't on with you guys last week because I loved the Dolphins last week.
Stop it.
I'm not joking. There's a lot of your listeners who actually watch my stuff on Forward Progress as well. They tell me they came over from Hoch and Crowder. Appreciate everyone who does that. They will stand by what I'm about to tell you. I talked about this last week. I woke up on Wednesday morning I had the most vivid dream. I know this sounds made up. It's 100. I had this really, really vivid dream from the night before where I was sailing. I've never been sailing in my life before. Okay, so I'm on the sailboat. I'm sailing. The weather's beautiful. And all of a sudden, all these dolphins start hopping out of the water.
Stop it.
And so I'm serious. That happened. And then the first injury report came in for the Bills last week. And I'm like, this was a sign. I'm like, everyone's hurt on the Bills. Like the Dolphins, and I bet a lot on the Dolphins. Now, granted, I like the Dolphins already. Like my model,
just because of the dream.
But that was what I needed to push me over the top. And I wish I could have been here to share that with you guys in real time because they beat the Bills 30-13. That's nuts. The only problem for this week, Miami's way better than Washington. The current iteration of the Commanders' defense is really, really bad. They lost another corner last week, Trey Amos, a second-round pick that's been good for them this year. Their secondary's in shambles. Their D-line's in shambles. I'm not super concerned that Dan Quinn is taking over the play-calling duties on defense because they don't have any horses on defense to be able to compete. The problem is that Miami just won essentially their Super Bowl last week, and now they're going to Madrid where who knows what the motivation level is like for that team, right? And had they not been coming off of that spot, I'd probably bet them. But historically, you guys know how betting works. You kind of want to sell high on a team, buy low. Commanders are quite low. The Dolphins are not going to get any higher, I don't think, than the upset victory over the Bills. So for that reason, I didn't bet the game. But Miami has a lot of matchup advantages. This is another game where I would look at Devon Achane over on receiving yards. Looks like he's at 39.5 at Hard Rock right now. I mean, Washington's defense cannot defend running backs out of the backfield. They missed tons of tackles. They've given up 10.7 yards per catch to opposing running backs. And on top of that, because the secondary is so beat up right now for them, they're playing a lot of too high coverages. They're giving up everything underneath because they just don't want to get beat over the top. So I think this is a big Devon Achane game overseas. That I think is the best look for Dolphins and Commanders this week, is just finding ways to play Devon Achane over in the receiving game.
I wish I would have talked to you last week before the game, because I bet Buffalo minus 14. I was like, this is blowout city. I'm going to buy this up. I did have, though, Achane rushing over, Achane all-purpose yards, and Achane 25 yards rushing in the first half and the second half. So he was like my money on Sunday.
No vivid dreams for me this week. Although Monday, this is not an exaggeration either, but now I'm really stretching things. Woke up on Monday morning, I have very vivid dreams. I've always had this. I had a dream where I stubbed my toe on a side table. And then we got like the worst Monday Night Football game, Packers Eagles. It's like, maybe I'm stubbing my toe was some sort of way of. So now every time I dream, I'm going to have to think of what context,
what the ramifications are for the game that night.
Because I couldn't decipher that one that day. I'm like, I don't know what this means, stubbing my toe. Then I watched Monday. I'm like, I think I got it. I think both these offenses have stubbed some toes this week. Yeah,
it was like watching a stub toe.
Yes.
Rob Pizzola, professional sports bettor from Canada and the founder of the Hammer Betting Network. Catch him hosting Forward Progress, their NFL betting show, on YouTube and all major podcast platforms. Follow Rob on Twitter at Rob Pizzola. Thank you, Rob.
All right. Thanks. Good luck, guys.
There you go, Rob Pizzola. We're going to take a break. 5 o'clock, Funky Buddha Happy Hour is next.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Somebody has dubbed me on the text machine Bad Bet Bunny. Oh, perfect song, Jimmy, for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour as we are live at the Amerant Bank Arena. A little Panthers Capitals action on tap tonight. We got the band warming up. I think the gates open, doors open at what, 6 tonight? 6 o'clock?
Probably 5:30 if it's a 7 o'clock game.
I don't think they open them an hour and a half early here.
6 o'clock.
I think it's 6. I think they open them 1 hour early. I may be wrong.
5:30.
Because the
You
5
want to say
o'clock
5:30?
game.
No, I don't think they'd only let fans in for 1 hour before the game. It seems silly, considering there's so many great concession stands to go to, bars, like an hour and a half.
Pretty sure it's 6 o'clock, but
We've been coming here for years.
I know, but he seems to want to argue this, and I don't want to get into it. So
Well, I would be willing to bet pretty much anything.
okay, well, I'll take that
Christ.
bet.
Let's go. How much?
Here's the deal. If you come, because we can see the front doors here. If you go to the, what is this? The
Left.
no, what is that? That's the
Publix
That'll
Plaza.
be south.
No, south. I'm trying to come up with it. Which
This is like the main entrance.
correct, but there's another one over there. The only one I can see is here. My greater point is, if you show up at this door at 5:30 and it's not open, Solana will walk down and let you in. So,
And just a warning, please be careful about the gusting flags as well as you approach.
so if you're coming tonight, I like when he gets annoyed with the bell. Which I think is the way Tommy Tig reacts to him. Anyway, 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour. If you're coming tonight, we've got the Funky Buddha Tap Room right underneath us here. It's across from Panther Land. You can enjoy some of that. I don't know if, Appel, you've heard any of the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hours this week, but, you know, Funky Buddha in Oakland Park, the actual tap room, they do watch parties for Dolphins games. They're going to be open at 9 a.m., maybe even a little bit earlier. Game will kick off at 9:30. Have you heard us talk about what the Eat the Enemy?
I have not.
Okay, you want to guess?
They're playing the command. It has to be crab cake related, no?
Well, they did that
for the Ravens,
Baltimore. Yeah.
Because technically
And-
the Commanders are in Maryland.
And theoretically, is that so?
yeah, they play the stadiums in Landover,
I
Maryland.
didn't even realize that.
Huh. You thought
Is
they
the
were
new one
Washington
the new
State?
one that they're building? Not Washington State, Washington D.C.
Well, the
No,
new
I thought-
RFK
yeah,
will
but
be in
all the-
D.C. when they
That's-
eventually move into there,
that's
but
gonna be
they
in
are in
DC.
Landover, Maryland now.
Do you
Terrible city.
because I said that maybe they would do something from Spain, Paella,
Oh,
you know,
'cause,
something like that, just because of where they're playing.
Yeah.
But do you want to guess what the Eat the Enemy dish is?
Hmm.
I'll give you a hint. It's not from Spain. It is a
Okay.
Washington, D.C. dish. So who knows what that is? We didn't.
I have no clue, and I was just there.
Have you ever heard of half smokes?
No.
Have you been to where was it? Is it Ben's that they have in Washington, D.C.? Ben's?
Oh, man.
Isn't that the name of the famous restaurant
No,
there? Ben's.
it's a normal name. Is it Ben? No,
I think it's Ben's.
Chris's.
Wha-
Big Josh.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the restaurant, of course. Big Josh's.
It's a normal name.
Ben's Chili Bowl.
Chili Bowl.
Never heard of it.
You're you're saying it as if you're thinking of it, and you're just repeating what I say. You weren't close to getting any.
He
of
hit the
that
buzzer
stuff,
first.
and he just gives you Ben's Chili Bowl. But I just said Chili Bowl.
We've talked about this about 8 times.
I know. You never heard of Ben's Chili Bowl?
Never.
That's a famous restaurant in Washington, D.C. But anyway, they're doing at Funky Buddha half smokes, which is half beef, half pork sausages. And that's a big Washington, D.C. thing, half smokes. So it's half beef, half pork, and it's being served with mustard, chili, and onions, and a fried egg for breakfast.
I'm in on that.
There's zero chance you would eat that. I was just about to say, what are the chances you would eat that?
I would
Anywhere
try
from
that.
0 to 0%.
I would try that.
A half smoke?
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't you eat the McRib today? Josh Appel, by the way, is back with us at the 5 o'clock.
Why
hour.
wouldn't I eat the McRib today? Did you look at it?
I mean, it's equivalent to a half smoke. It's a half something, half something else.
Chef
Wow,
Jeff
boy.
is going to be so angry at you for saying that.
What are you talking about? It's like a half smoke. That was like a half smoke on a bun with barbecue sauce.
That's not.
I don't know why you guys are hating on the McRib. Solana and I, first of all, look at Solana and I. We're the healthiest. We're warm. You've got your hands in your pocket. I mean, we're running around. We've got a burst of energy. We enjoyed the McRibs.
I think the McRib caused the neck pain that I had to massage out of your neck during the commercial.
Very good
Yeah.
massage
You
during
cramping. Look, you just look at him.
during the commercial. Man, hating on the McRibs. We had
That's
such a
bad.
nice day together, having a little McRib party.
I took a big bite of mine.
No, you didn't. You
What?
Good company. We laughed. We had
Yeah.
a good time.
We had the VIP table.
We found a nice table at
Yeah,
McDonald's.
that was nice. We bought some Splenda.
Questionable people in there.
Oh,
I
I
don't
so.
go
It was a
inside
very
the
nice
McDonald's.
McDonald's. I've eaten at a questionable McDonald's before, and it was
Oh,
the last
yeah.
McRib
With
night
Dr.
that we
Doc,
had.
yep.
Yeah, that was terrible. Anyway, we're going to have Doug Plagans join us here at the broadcast in the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour. Get you ready for some Panthers hockey tonight, which you will hear on this very radio station. Let's get headlines here with Solana, brought to you by Durrell Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Kia or DurrellKia.com.
So we're all a little bummed about Jalen Phillips having a good game in Philly. Not bummed in a bad way for him. I think we're all happy for him.
I was happy for him.
But just bummed in the sense that, of course, right? He doesn't get a sack here.
You knew
he
that
goes
was
up
coming.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Rubbing salt in the wound is that old hag, Vic Fangio.
Fangs.
Vic Fangio.
I think that was Josh's claim to fame on our show when he first started joining us. When he loved Vic Fangio, right? When he was with Denver.
I loved Fangs.
Yeah.
He talked about Fangs for months.
Before he was ever part of the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they were getting Fangs and he was on top of the world.
Well, Fangs on the team trading a third-round pick for Jalen Phillips, quote, when you shop at Nordstrom, you get good stuff.
That's not trolling.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Well, he's kind of demeaning the Dolphins, calling them Nordstrom.
I love a Nordstrom.
Nordstrom is a very high-end store.
I wouldn't call it a high-end store. I'd call it a quality store.
What?
A quality store. But it's not a Bloomingdale's, Hawk. It's not a Gucci.
It's literally
Are you
Bloomingdale.
joking? It is so far above and beyond Bloomingdale's that I'm not certain you've ever shopped in a Nordstrom.
It's not a
never been
Louis
to Taco
Vuitton.
Mills.
Correct. It is not a Louis Vuitton.
It's not a Yves Saint Laurent.
But it's Yves Saint Laurent.
Even.
Nordstrom is one of the more high-end shopping locations. Honestly, Bloomingdale's, Macy's, like those are all way steps below. Nordstrom's on par with Neiman Marcus.
Well, perhaps I shouldn't have called him an old hag.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Or
Would have never been
YSL.
famous.
Or YSL.
So funny. My mom. I know Yves Saint. I've met Yves Saint Laurent because of Sandra.
Really?
My mom was. I always tell you she's the mother in Titanic. Like she was high end everything. But when Yves Saint Laurent was coming to prominence in the 70s, she dragged me. I wasn't even in school yet. I must have been 5 years old or something. She dragged me to see this guy, and I remember thinking this was the weirdest thing. My mom is trying on clothes, and this is obviously the highest of high end because Yves Saint Laurent is there himself. And she's trying on clothes, and I remember he keeps walking into the fitting room. Oh, this looks good, Sandra, and blah, 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 blah. And I thought it was weird that it was a guy walking into the fitting room while she was getting changed. But I don't know if you know about Yves Saint Laurent, but it wasn't that big a deal.
No interest. Your mom, and Yves Saint Laurent are all inside the
All
fitting
in the fitting room together. This tells you a little bit about my childhood.
It's a weird story.
Yeah.
You have that vivid memories from when you were 5?
I have that particular memory. My mom ended up working in the Yves Saint Laurent boutique in Neiman Marcus.
Oh,
They had opened up a separate boutique in Neiman Marcus, and she worked for YSL. Crazy story that you just jogged from just mentioning Yves Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent.
I didn't know it was a man.
Yves Saint
Same.
Laurent?
I was thinking the same thing.
They're all men. All Dolce Gabbana.
Yeah.
Like all these people
Are those
men.
two people?
No, it's just one.
Is it Dolce and Gabbana?
Yeah, no, it's a guy. Dolce Gabbana.
Ralph Lauren. That's one person, one
I
guy.
don't,
It's Ralph Lauren.
Oh, whatever.
he doesn't like me.
John Kime, he covers the Commanders.
know
He's
if you
not a
heard.
fashion icon. He covers the Commanders. He posted a picture.
Ralph Lauren doesn't like black people?
No.
Where'd you hear that?
No, we
You
knew
confusing him with Tommy Hilfiger?
Well,
No,
that's,
so
but
we
that-
like
that's a
Tommy.
lie.
No, we don't like Tommy.
Tommy Hilfiger, that whole thing was a lie. It was debunked with Tommy Hilfiger himself on Oprah because growing up, my mom didn't let my family wear Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, there was
because
a big.
she said
it was-
he hates Jews.
Yeah,
and
it
he
was a
hates
big
blacks.
controversy. Yeah.
Right. And he goes on Oprah. You can look this up on YouTube. Oprah and Tommy Hilfiger in the flesh.
Hilfiger.
Hilfiger, whatever.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Don't worry, I
That's
pronounce it
why
like
you
that
couldn't
too.
get it. You couldn't find it.
Jimmy, that's how you pronounce it? Hilfiger?
Yeah, that's how I pronounce it too.
Yeah, he didn't know until right now that it wasn't Hilfiger.
Maybe that's it's a Latino thing. But I swear, it goes on
Maybe.
Oprah. You can watch the whole thing, and he's like, I don't know where that started. It was just like a rumor that
Wow,
started.
that was like one of those, like one of the
Urban
original
legends.
urban legends.
yeah, urban
Wow.
legend.
Well, what about Ralph Lauren?
Something with the best Polo Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
Something where like Polo got big amongst the rap community, and the Ralph Lauren dude, he was like, "This isn't our audience." Like it started being like relating more to black people, and they tried to run away from it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Same thing
Remember
happened
Trick Daddy?
with FUBU, and everyone started wearing it to Temple. And Damon John said, "This is not the crowd that we wanted. This is not the us we're talking about."
Remember Trick Daddy song? Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing? Hell no, ho! You know they Polo.
I remember that song, of course.
So let's give that line to DBJ.
Joe can say, "Are those Bugle Boy jeans you're wearing?"
Our friend Jarrett Rutsky just sent us doors open at 6 p.m. tonight from the Panthers account itself.
Goldie.
The last 7 years we've been coming here.
Yeah, I told you.
Y'all were joking with this argument.
So why are these all these employees working hard clearly, but standing at the doors
Ready position.
5:13, 45 minutes before they open up the doors?
Yeah,
What's the
not
point?
everybody walks in at 1:59 for a 2:00 show, Solana.
I was on time for the McRib.
You were on time. That was surprising.
Yeah.
That was surprising. Solana's got this thing I've noticed. No matter where something is, he goes, well, I would have had to leave my house at, but okay, but like you
Right.
know what time you're supposed to be here. So whenever someone says, hey, can you be here at this time? And he'll be like, because you know him, oh yeah, I'll be there. And then he doesn't show up and he goes, well, I would have had to have left my house at 9:30. Yeah, that's
how it works.
exactly how the geography works when you're going
Crazy,
somewhere.
though.
That
Crazy.
No, you're talking about our. Well, the last time that happened was Tucker Dukes, and to be fair, yeah, I would have had to have left my house.
Right,
at
but if-
11 a.m.
correct,
to be
but
at Tucker
if-
Dukes
but
for,
if-
for 8 minutes.
Right, but if you know when you have to leave your house to be somewhere on time,
right.
it's no longer an excuse to say I would have had to leave at so and so. You knew when you had to leave. You just chose not to leave.
You go to maps. It gives you the exact distance and time.
On time for the McRib.
He was. That was surprising.
I was actually
The
late.
power of the McRib. Josh was late because he knew he didn't want to have a McRib. He didn't want to be caught in the
Right.
frenzy of the McRib. He just wanted to get his snack wraps and get out of there. Appel is so weird with food. They didn't have plain snack wraps. They only had at the kiosk buffalo snack wraps. So he ordered 2 buffalo snack wraps with no buffalo sauce. And they brought him the 2 snack wraps with buffalo sauce because it says buffalo snack wraps. And he's like, well, no, look at the receipt. It says no buffalo sauce. They had to remake it.
I was very nice about it, though. I'm so uncomfortable having to say, hey, you made
Well,
this
why didn't you
song.
just eat the buffalo sauce?
Because I had my belly. I don't want to upset my belly, my
Don't
tummy.
mess up his belly.
Belly.
I might have a tummy ache.
Nasty over here went to the bathroom in the stadium.
Dark bathroom, too.
You don't go. You guys don't. Well, whatever. I don't want to revisit.
Please don't. Yeah.
John Kime, he covers the Commanders. He posted a picture earlier today of a receiver in Madrid, Commanders practice. And this is what he tweets. That's wide receiver River Craycraft, number 48.
My goodness. Are you serious?
He was with Washington for 2 weeks in August. He was signed to the practice squad Monday. But because of the overseas flight, he had to take his physical in a hangar at Dulles Airport. If elevated Sunday.
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
I am so
I
no.
gave it my best.
Oh no!
I gave it my best.
Where's airport? What airport?
I gave it my best. I tried so hard. I was looking it up.
You could have just said the airport.
They were for shit.
I'm sorry.
He tried to roll through. That's a lot of you trying.
You want to give it a second shot?
No, just go ahead and correct me. Go ahead and correct me, Hawk. Go ahead.
Dulles.
Dulles?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
not-
like it's such a famous airport.
Right? No, I recognize a name.
Well, I don't think you do. Duels. Don't tell me you've ever told someone, "Are we flying out of duels?"
Duels. I'll meet you at duels.
Oh my god!
It was between duels and doulet.
Oh boy.
Oh god!
Oh man.
So figure this, man. River Craycraft, Robbie Chosen versus Juju Brents and Ethan Bond.
Just like we had all thought before the season started.
Dolphins training camp practice right there.
Oh,
Crazy.
god, that was funny, man. Duels Airport.
The MLS owners have officially voted to flip from a fall to spring season, or to a fall to spring season, aligning with all the other clubs, major soccer organizations and leagues around the world.
Huge deal from what Whittingham tells me. Like,
Massive.
and
Yeah.
on the positive side,
Yes.
I think it's we talked about it the other day. I think it was a necessary move.
Yeah.
Legitimize yourself, MLS. That starts not next season, but the following in 2027. Bam and Tyler are flying to New York City tomorrow, but they're out. Heat Knicks tomorrow at 7 p.m. That's a cup game.
Yep.
Patriots, Jets tonight, 8:15 Thursday night football.
All right.
And before we wrap up headlines here, Bleacher Report put together the top 30 worst trades in this century in sports. This century.
Well, Luca has to be number one.
Luca's number one. I'm just going to read you the ones that pertain to us.
Cabrera's got to be top 5, no?
It's 6.
Mm.
Yeah. 20 is Kachuk to the Panthers.
Wow.
And yes, Miguel Cabrera, number 6. Wes Welker to the Patriots is number 12 or 13 on this list as
Really?
well. Yeah, 13. Wes Welker to the Patriots.
Huh.
And 6 is Miguel Cabrera to the Tigers.
All right. Who's number 2 after Luca?
Paul George for SGA and picks.
Wow.
All right, guys, your weather in South Florida, partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-60s. That is your weather. That's sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable Root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
That was delightful. The reaction, I can't wait to go back and watch the YouTube feed because I go, what did I say? No, I don't know. And but Appel immediately was like, "Whoa, what just?" And that was funny, man. Doug Plagans is going to join us in the next segment here. We'll talk some Panthers hockey with him. Everyone's invited to this party. Doesn't matter who you are. Your name is on the list. A Hard Rock Bet season-long celebration. Sign up today. Bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. If you're looking for an edge before you lock in your first bet, check out the Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub. It's loaded with trends, streaks, and stats to help you guide your picks. Numbers don't lie, neither does the data in there. Don't get bit by the injury bug anymore. Bet the Week 11 games with injury insurance. If the player you bet on exits the game in the first half due to injury, you get your bet back as a bonus bet. Now, looking, excuse me, Solana just mentioned the NBA Cup. If you're looking for that playoff energy in November, the NBA Cup is here. There's cup games tomorrow. You can shoot your shot all tournament long with Hard Rock Bet. Step in the cage. Bet on the biggest names in MMA with 322% profit boosts for the 322 fight Saturday. Make your picks pack a more powerful punch. I always tell you, download the Hard Rock Bet app now. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
The Florida Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour. Before we talk to Plagans here, let me tell you about my good friends in the amazing award-winning team at Doral Kia. Right now, you can choose from a huge selection of Kia models like Sportage, Sorento, and Telluride. And with over 500 new Kias in their inventory, all you have to do is just pick the color you want. Nobody sells for less. Hochman family bought our son's Kia K4 at Doral Kia. And Mitchell, the king of Kias, took great care of us. He will take great care of you. They've got flexible financing options. They'll get you the best rates possible on the new Kia of your dreams. Why pay more? Save money, pay less. The great deals are at Doral Kia. So we're at the Amerant Bank Arena. You're going to have Panthers hockey 1.5 hours from now. And Doug Plagans, the radio voice for your Florida Panthers, is joining us here. We haven't seen you in a long time.
Been a while.
It's a long road trip,
Yeah.
and we've been busy. You've been busy, but here we are. I asked Appel earlier, do we know anything about the Panthers through 16 games, or are they just so injured that it's hard to really know what this team is going to look like at the end of the season, say, hopefully when some are back?
No, it's still a very battle-tested team with a very business-like approach that has been in a lot of close games. And if you look at the standings, the entire league, everybody's in it. Everybody's in this thing. The standings are very bunched together. That's why coming home here, Panthers have 11 of 12 on home ice here, and coming home with a winning record, it's a chance to really make a move. The Panthers have had 2 road trips, and they both have been over a week long. So they've had 2 lengthy road trips that they've had already. They've, like I said, been in a lot of close games. And I think you have a team that is really kind of evolving here as we go and learning a bit about what things will look like, at least in the short term, with some key players out of the lineup.
And talk about them key players. You watch the game differently than we do. You played and you know the game. Like, Barkey not being there, can you see that consistently? Him not being there, watching him for so many years lead that defense?
Well, with him not in the lineup, and, you take Matthew Tkachuk and Alexander Barkov, just those 2, I mean, over the course of a whole season, that's 160, 180 points out of your lineup. So obviously things are going to look a little different without those guys in it. But I've said before, and I know I work for the Panthers, so some people may look at it as a statement that comes with some bias attached to it, but I will tell people across the National Hockey League, Connor McDavid's Connor McDavid. I get it. Nathan McKinnon, those guys are as explosive as anybody. There are players who bring you out of your seat because they have a lot of flash to their game. But I don't think there's anybody in the National Hockey League who affects games more shift to shift than Alexander Barkov does. And that's because of what he does in all 3 zones, power play, penalty kill, 5-on-5, doesn't matter what the situation is. He's a key figure for the Panthers. And on top of that, he's a point a game producer on offense. So he's not only the league's best 2-way center, but he produces a ton of offense for this team. He's their captain. He's their main lead by example guy. And I know they have a whole locker room full of experienced guys, and they have all the intangibles and everything like that. But yeah, without Alexander Barkov in the lineup, put it this way, there are a lot of teams out there that you take their equivalent of an Alexander Barkov out of the lineup, and my goodness, to say it would be tough sledding would be an understatement. To take, and it just speaks again to the roster and the organizational depth that Bill Zito's been able to put in place here, and what Paul Maurice has been able to do behind the bench along with his staff, that you can take players like this out of the lineup. And here we are sitting here 16 games into the season, and the Panthers are a game over 500 with 11 of 12 on home ice and a chance to really make a big move here. Like I said, there are a lot of teams that wouldn't be able to navigate this, that wouldn't have the organizational depth to work through this. But the Panthers, you can't totally offset the losses of players like Barkov, like Matthew Tkachuk, but the Panthers are as equipped as anybody is to be able to kind of handle it for the time being.
What should the goal be for this team? I'm not saying long-term. Obviously, come playoff time, you want to win the Stanley Cup. You want to get back there for the 4th straight time, winning it 3 times. I'm saying regular season goal, because this idea of just get into the playoffs, I think it's easier to say that than it is to really execute, because how are you playing when you get there? And we know how important it is to be playing good hockey come playoff time. Is it just as simple as it doesn't matter who you end up facing anymore? It doesn't matter what seed you are. It doesn't matter how you finish the regular season in terms of record. and in the division just get into the playoffs? Is that still the goal for the Panthers?
I think in the National Hockey League, there is, and it's not to say that the regular season doesn't matter. That's not where this is coming from, because the regular season is obviously incredibly important. I think in the NHL, I think every team in a sense almost looks at it as you just need to get in, because we've reached a point now where only 16 out of 32 are making the playoffs. The season ends and half the league's going home. And you have a couple of teams every year that are going home on the last day of the regular season that fell just short, that probably were making a surge at the end, that probably would have been dangerous teams had they gotten in. It just speaks to the overall depth and competitive balance of the league. So I think from that perspective, I think everybody in the league, in a sense, is thinking, let's just get in, because again, only 16 out of 32 are making it into the Stanley Cup playoffs. Pre-San Jose Sharks, we're talking like pre-1991.
Everybody was
16 out of 21 made the playoffs, and those last teams in would get in and basically take a beat down at the hands of whoever the top seeds were. It's not like that anymore. The teams that are the quote unquote last teams in now are usually good enough to win a round or two at the very least. So I think there is a little bit of just get in for every team. That being said, I think this Panthers team, regardless of who's in the lineup on a night-to-night basis, you have so many guys on this team that are Stanley Cup champions, many of them multiple-time Stanley Cup champions now. These guys aren't just going to rest on that, and they're not just going to be complacent, and they're not going to get comfortable just because they've won a couple of cups in the last couple of years. These guys are going to try and win as many games as they possibly can, and you want to be, at the end of the day, everybody will tell you the main idea is to be playing the best that you can be and have your game look exactly the way that you want it to look come game 83 when the Stanley Cup playoffs begin.
You talk about not mailing it in, essentially. I mean, amazing what Brad Marchand is doing through 16 games.
And potential for history tonight.
I mean,
he's 2 points away from 1,000 in his career.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's remarkable what he's doing, because, you could do it like you figure, that guy who's done everything you need to do and has a couple of cups and is just like he'll coast till everybody's healthy and back and for the playoff run. And I don't know whether it's just he's so talented that he can't not be talented, or his makeup as an athlete is just to go out there and be better than everyone, but he has been.
I think there's multiple layers to that. I think, for one, he is just a big game guy that, plain and simple, I mean, to use the cliche, ice in his veins. I don't know that he feels pressure out there. I think he is just made for the big moments, is what I mean when I say that, whether it's regular season, playoffs, doesn't matter what it is. And I think and Paul Maurice said this today, it was something that he's noticed about players like him, like Matthew Tkachuk, that they do rise to the occasion when the lights are the brightest, when the stage is the biggest. Right now, as we have mentioned, some key players out of the Panthers lineup, maybe some extra responsibility being put on a handful of guys. And he's somebody who's come out and answered the bell early in the season. I mean, leading the team in goals and points. And like I said, he's 2 points away from 1,000 in his career. That would make him, I believe, the 102nd player in the history of the National Hockey League to reach the 1,000 point plateau. Now, in the grand scheme of things, in the early years of the National Hockey League, they weren't playing as many games as they are now, so point totals weren't quite as high back then, but still over time, only 101 players have done it. Nikita Kucherov hit that milestone earlier this season. Brad Marchand's on his way to doing it, perhaps as early as tonight, maybe in the first shift, the way he's been going lately. I mean, he's been on fire. So that's something to watch for here on this homestand. I would expect sooner than later, the way that he's been playing. But you hear so many great stories. And we had a chance to talk to Donovan Sabrango of the Panthers in the dressing room after the morning skate today. And he's played, I believe this will be his 10th game in the National Hockey League tonight. He was picked up on waivers by the Panthers from Ottawa. I actually played a game against the Panthers for Ottawa back in the early part of the regular season here. But he mentioned that on one of the road trips this season that Brad Marchand took him out for dinner. And like, those are little things that speak to not only the type of player that he is, but the type of teammate that he is, the type of leader that he is. I can speak to it just from my own personal experiences. We've been blown away just by how down to earth, approachable, engaging. Just what a great attitude he has every single day coming to the rink. He truly is one of those guys that he knows how to keep things light when the situation calls for it. But clearly, as we've seen, when the lights are the brightest, he knows how to respond when the chips are down too. So just an all around special athlete and a surefire future Hall of Famer, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's been everything that we thought he would be and more.
Is there, with the Paul Maurice, the style of play, we had, who was it, Quinville and Bugner and all those guys, and then we saw Paul Ball come into effect. Is there anything else to learn with it? Like, these guys have been in the system. They've had success in the system. Like, what does Paul do at practice? They know they're supposed to cross-check people. They're supposed to whoop people's ass against the boards. Like, the way they play, heavy defensive. Is there any more? Is there different tricks or twists to this Paul Ball thing?
I think you're always, and I've obviously never been a coach at any point, any capacity in the National Hockey League, but from my own observations, there's obviously continued coaching that is done over the course of the year. And it's a big credit to his staff because, and they've had a lot of continuity too. The entire coaching staff has had multiple years together, and the guys know what to expect. It's hard on the forecheck, and it's just relentless pressure and things like that. And there are, first of all, and you know this from being an athlete, when you see a system and when you're preached a system and the system works and you see positive results, it's motivating to go out and, all right, this is working. And so you have that total buy-in from the team, obviously, and that's never been an issue because the Panthers have had great leadership the whole time that Paul's been here. But it also makes it that much easier to incorporate the new personnel as it comes in. They see that things are working. They see that the top guys are doing their part, so it makes it that much easier for everybody else to do what's expected of them as well. And again, credit to Bill Zito and the hockey ops department because they've continued to identify guys that have come in. And as you mentioned with Brad Marchand, Hawk, the guys that have come in and just fit like a glove in this system. So it's worked a number of different ways. You have total buy-in from the players and from the leadership and everybody there. You have the coaching staff that's put in this system that clearly works and has won back-to-back Stanley Cups, made it 3 straight Cup finals. And you have a general manager who has, and a pro scouting department, everybody there who's continued to go out and identify players that can just fit right into it. It's really a perfect scenario right now.
I see Coach Maurice walking in the locker room. No, they don't need a pregame speech. Hey, y'all boys, go run my stuff.
Well,
we've been running for 2.
That's also a testament to Bill Zito for putting together a roster that is so stacked that it's like Phil Jackson coaching the Bulls, and it's like.
And you look at the last
seem to have the triangle offense down.
And you look at the guys who've come in
I
here.
think my job is done here.
The guys who've come in here and who have, whether it be for change of scenery reasons, guys that the Panthers have picked up in recent years during the Bill Zito administration here who've come in and been able to, like I said, either take their careers to new heights, maybe get that change of scenery they were looking for, whatever the case may be. It's really it's amazing what they've been able to do.
Quickly, because we're going to run out of time. Doug Plagans, you'll hear him tonight right here on 104.3 FM WQAM. We all met for McRibs before the show today. I invited you to come.
Yes, wasn't able to make it. I'm sorry.
Would you have enjoyed a McRib?
Remember that time I was supposed to get a Shamrock Shake and I got something else?
You got a vanilla cone.
Yeah, it's probably what I would have done today.
Really? So you would have pulled the old switcheroo?
I love McDonald's. Don't get me wrong. I've actually never had a McRib, but it doesn't really entice me all that.
Oh, it's fantastic. Pell's way off. No, it's fantastic. Do you like ribs?
I do. My love for ribs has gone. It's decreased a little bit over time.
Why is that? Too much work. The bone.
No, here's my thing. Some people just love ribs. I don't think you can just, to me, good ribs are great. Mediocre ribs are awful.
Interesting.
They've either got to be really good or they're inedible to me.
Well, these are like having the best.
If I have to rip them off the bone, I don't want that.
It's in sandwich form.
Think about if they isolate smallpox and put it into soggy cardboard.
He's so wrong.
Put barbecue sauce.
They were so good. We had such a great time.
The barbecue sauce.
The barbecue sauce is great. The barbecue sauce.
The barbecue sauce is all. That's the only thing that
tangy beyond belief. Maybe you should get the McRib. Hold the McRib. Just give me extra sauce. Just have a sauce sandwich.
That would have been delicious.
We missed you there today. The other thing I wanted to mention, you were in Anaheim, And you texted me a picture. Actually, Crowder has these Blue Diamond almonds on the table.
Well, not the ones you.
But not the ones you found. You found Blue Diamond almonds that were cherry Slurpee 7-Up branded.
At a 7-Eleven, yeah.
Cherry Slurpee flavor almonds. Did you ever take the plunge?
I didn't go down that road. But when I saw that, I thought it was an interesting enough spin on a flavor, an interesting enough flavor variation.
It
that I had
like
to tell
an
you,
odd flavor combination.
Yeah, I don't
right?
know that I would. It doesn't really sound. And I love I'm trying to think okay, I love like PB&J flavors. So like a peanut or an almond with the kind of fruit flavor. It's not that outside the box, but that one, I don't know. And I like cherry Slurpee flavor. I love almonds. I just don't know that
it just doesn't seem to add up.
I just think there were better flavors there, like the other, like the ones you have, right?
Yeah.
I think there were better options.
Yeah. You mentioned we know you're a peanut butter and jelly fan. You an Uncrustables guy?
Oh yeah, I love those.
Man, those
I even
so
like
good.
Walmart has the off-brand Uncrustables. Those are good too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's as soft as the.
I like the ones with the kind of. It's not Nutella, but it is Nutella. The hazelnut spread on the inside. That's like a dessert Uncrustable.
Yeah.
The ones that have the peanut butter and the honey in them. Oh, very good.
I didn't. I've never tried that.
It's a very.
So there's a meal Uncrustable and a dessert Uncrustable.
Yeah. Have you seen? Yes, you could. You can make a whole meal appetizer Uncrustable. You have like little tiny ones.
I'm into that. Like I'd never bought them before, other than at like a convenience store, and I get one that's ready. I bought a box that goes in the freezer. And then you have to thaw them for a little bit.
Yeah, have you seen the graphic? Somebody ran a statistic. I forget what outlet it was. Somebody was keeping track of the NFL teams that have consumed the most Uncrustables.
It was like a remarkable
thousands
number.
Upon thousands. And the Denver Broncos apparently were the league leader.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right, Doug Plagans. What do you think for Hagee? 2.5 shots on goal or more?
I don't deal in fractional numbers. You know that.
Did you go to Earl's Sandwich while you were in Las Vegas?
No, but I thought of you. They were advertising on the big marquee out in front of Planet Hollywood. They're advertising on the marquee. That can't be cheap.
No, I mean that's
unless it comes with the lease agreement.
Big time expenditure.
I don't know.
Earl of Sandwich.
Planet Hollywood.
Listen,
Earl's Sandwich.
Those Montagues don't pay for themselves. Doug Plagans, listen to him tonight. 104.3 FM WQAM. We'll see you, Doug.
We'll see you later. Thanks for having me.
All right, let me talk about Atlantic Men's Clinic before we wrap it up from here. I talk about Atlantic Men's Clinic on this show. I am a believer. Summer is over. Maybe you're noticing as the winter is here, your energy's lower, your workouts aren't as productive, you're not sleeping as well, you feel brain fog, maybe even your sex drive is off. If you're experiencing some or all of those symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. Call Atlantic Men's Clinic today. Get treated for your low T, because living with low testosterone is no way to live. And I'm speaking from experience. I can attest to the difference. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they're the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. If you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you're going to feel your energy return and the brain fog go away. Your sleep improve, your workouts improve, and your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. Atlantic Men's Clinic, there's 7 locations now in South Florida, including their new office in Hollywood. So call them today, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. That'll do it for us from the Amerant Bank Arena. Josh Appel was with us, Doug Plagans, Rob Pizzola, Gino Torretta in the 2 o'clock hour. Thank you, Tree Crawford, our on-site engineer. Thank you, Jimmy, back in the studio in Miami Gardens. I already said thank you to you, Josh. You just weren't listening. Everybody have a great and safe Thursday night. Go Panthers.
Hey.
We will speak with you mañana.
Bernardo Bello.